Hello, lovely chat. I hope you're well. I'm gonna be playing Nier again. There's stuff I want to collect. I'm like 86% of the way complete with all the quests on Automata, and I want to play Fortnite. So I'm picking which one I want to play first, because I like accidentally took a nap in the last 30-ish minutes, woke up, and still had Nier on, and had to like save. Where's Reaper? There it is. Where's my microphone's audio filtering? Because I noticed a little bit of background sound leaks on through. That I can take care of. 1 second. -42 as opposed to -45 dBs where my gate now kicks on. It's not a lot, but that does it. No extra filtering needed, just a little bit of touch. Just a little bit of love, a little bit of care, a little bit of affection. There we go, got that shit. Alright, I gotta be a streamer. Holy fuck. I gotta find where I haven't re-OS'd my system. Haven't done it. Didn't even fucking think to. Just honestly, been getting stuff set so I can. I've been working on the PXE. Ooh, we have new public Git repos. I can show you that. It has no readme at all, but cozy PXE. Oh, there's a fork of it. There's the Foreman fork. That's where the fun is. So Foreman lets me deal with like the auto provisioning nonsense in a cute little UI, so I don't have to deal with anything. It uses its cute little database. It's non-exposed to anything else little database. Hits itself here, so I know you see password and username and shit, but like legit, like the only way to hit this is access the system. So I mean, literally cry, and be on the same network as it. So like literally cry. Anyways. So we go and I need to put a space here. This is kind of gross. It's all butted up together against the HTTP service. I'll do that later, now that I noticed. I like putting a space between services and the first service name, and I like putting a space between every service name like I'm writing Python with Google style sheet in hand. I don't know why I'm like this. Anyways, so the cute little Foreman branch is like... Oh, there is a fucking readme in the Foreman branch, not in the main branch. Oh shit. Well, that makes more sense. Anyways, so Foreman runs on port 3000. HTTP on 80, TFTP on 69. Oh, so. And DHCP on 67, so we only have to expose like a little bit. It's a little bit more to the point here. Again, it's just saying what it already does, which is dynamic for dynamic PHP generation of the thingdinger. And if y'all want to see what the fuck it looks like, not that it really matters, but if y'all wanted to see, I can go to 10.0.0.10, and index should be this now. Yeah, it should be. Alright, so there's my cute little index.php, which just renders everything for Foreman pretty nicely and happily. I don't really serve much with it, but like autoexec ipxe, boot.ipxe, index.php, ipxe.ef5, memdisk, and menu.ipxe. I do need to like go through and do attribution inside of everything. That is like a lingering task that I do need to attend to. Like, you know, there's a certain amount of I need to attend to it desperately. YouTube people. Live chat, not top chat. Top chat censors the people. Live chat's where it's at, my dudes. Okay, back to it. So it doesn't serve you like all my ISOs and shit, but it does take care of its generation on its own. So if we go and crawl through the little index, it is literally just like loading the menu.ipxe, right? It's not even that much. Again, this is basic one, so it's just like loading inline PHP and rendering its own little badass self. And the end result is enumerating every disk ISO rather that I have which in this case is like Clonezilla, Kali Linux installer, the net install for it, Ubuntu's live server, 24.04 memtest, WinPXE with Intel net, because I had to like put Intel drivers in the fucking .wim file, because my desktop doesn't like acknowledging that it has a network driver. Not that I'm mad, but I did have to shove it in there, like kind of badly. But the next thing is going to be getting Foreman to work happily. So it'll chain into Foreman at same IP addr, but again, that IP addr is generated like dynamically for us. So, you know, server IP equals this, a little bit of inline PHP, HTTP, boom. Server IP is dynamically generated PHP, port 3K, unattended, IPXE. Boom, ba-boom, ba-boom, ba-boom. So that's handy. So we can just boot into Foreman now. I still have to like deal with how Foreman deals with where its data is served from, because if it shares the same volume as everything else, I'm wondering how well that'll work, but that's a later thing, not a now thing. So if anyone knows, don't fucking tell me right now. I don't want to fucking know. You know what I want to fucking do? I'm gonna win. I want to play Fork Knife. So this has been like half of what I've been fucking with. Alternatively, and in the rest of the scope of what I've been fucking with, it's been that this isn't all I've been fucking with. It's been that there's a whole like tab group of what I've been fucking with. So there's like PXE, right? And then there's like IPA, no branches for IPA, no README, just real simps. Real simpies, real simples, real simps. Anyways, so I don't know why I have the README for how to do Docker Compose services in here, but I do. We build our config off of IPA admin password, all this shit gets pumped in, volumes get handed to this, really fun work, really fun projects, indeed. And then if we go into the free IPA folder, and we go read the config Docker file, we'll see that it's just using env substitute to install like these options and output a file. That file is then mapped to free IPA when it boots, so the install options get written and I don't have to pass variables in a weird way. I just pass it to the configuration file, populates this damn thing, and we go with it. We run. We don't even fuck around anymore. Don't even fuck around. Don't even fuck around, bro. Am I missing something? I feel like I'm missing something. What the fuck? Oh no, it's literally doing the install and all it has to do is env substitute. And since it has the environmental variables, our volume is written like this, etc., then we just kind of like take the read-only, which is the template, we submit to the readout, which is of course read-only. Free IPA boots does its little bad thing. I do have some statically set servers in here, so my DNS, I do have like that I've named the server it sits on Guava. Yes, it does sit on a machine called Guava. I guess big PII leak, oh no! It's not really. Debug no exit, bug trace, who the fuck cares? Ports that it utilizes, blah blah blah. I'll fix the DNS server list later. I don't know, man. I'll do it when I want to. One volume, one win, one do. It's really cozy, really complete, really sweet. I have to get up in a second to take care of something at the door, but that's neither here nor there, and entirely irrelevant to all you outstanding goofballs. So this has been my joy, off and on. Hello. How are you, homie? This has been my joy. What have you? I'm gonna play Fortnite and Nier soon. This is my joy. This is what I do when I'm having fun. This is fun to me. I don't know what you want from me. Probably not this. Probably this. I don't know. This is what I do. This is me. MIT license everything. And MIT license unify. MIT license take the world. MIT license do or die. Anyways, somebody's been fucking with the most powerful mini PC you can get right now. It's a cute little video. I think I was looking at this hardware before I went to like the B something, B link, B whatever the fuck, B net, I don't fucking know. And there's a video we want to get to later. There's a TikTok model sued for exposing X's size on live stream. If somebody who's talked about X's on stream, I'm like 90% sure it's going to be that they talk about like, you know, the person's name, the size, and their demeaning to them together. I'm presuming it's going to result in defamation, and we're just going to see how it plays out, because that's just my guess. Like, you notice when I talk about an X, I don't mention a name, I don't mention a time frame, I don't even correlate between X's. I literally just say I had an X that, and I say my words, and I leave you all with nothing to know if it's 1, 10, 50, a billion. Bro, I could have dated one person, dated a billion people, y'all wouldn't know the difference.
In this video, we're going to be taking a look at one of the most powerful mini PCs on the market right now. What we have here is the all-new 2025 ROG Nook 15, and I've had my eye on this for quite some time, been really excited about it. I saw it in action earlier this year at CES in January, but I wasn't able to test it out there. They just kind of had a demo loop. Now it's in store, so I was able to get my hands on it. I gotta say, I mean, this thing looks absolutely amazing. Super small form factor, under 3 liters, and you're going to be able to play any AAA game on this machine. Keep in mind, they do offer advanced cooling.
By the way, I don't want this for gaming at all. I actually watched a really cozy video that is out of my watch later. Give me but a second, I'll show you what it is. It's like actually legit. Hold on. I ended up deferring to it when I was trying to like affirm my hardware selection choices for like not even happening in the next like few months projects. And it's someone using the NVIDIA Orin to pull off gaming like, as a game rig, and I don't want to use it for this, honestly. I wouldn't use their built-in OS either. I'd go and put Arch Linux on it because I was raised right and mama loves me.
I like that they give you the frame rate to 2 decimal points, because you know that 4.24 frames per second is playable, but 4.02 is garbage. I am confused. Why?
MSI Vector 16 AMD cocktop. My dad always got really mad whenever I or my friends would play X-Plane with a joystick on our laps. He'd make like a remark that it looks like we wanted to have penises out and stuff. And I think he's weird, because I think where else are you gonna sit a joystick when you're hanging out with your bestie or the boys and you're just talking shit playing X-Plane? Personally, I think you need to do it just if you're gonna play fucking Mech Warrior, honestly. I don't know what the fuck's wrong with that man. We were a bunch of children. We were like little. Why does the fuck he gotta talk about cocks out and shit? He's an old ass man. Fuck him.
Is this happening? I then bravely tried the PS3 version of GTA 5, which didn't work. It spent ages compiling the PPUs, but then it would just crash immediately at the end of it. Finally, I wanted to try installing Windows 11 on it one more time.
Now, I want to go ahead and GitHub repository. We are going to see a bunch of and download them. And we just use the auto tag to go ahead and pull our.
Okay, they're running Stable Diffusion on the Orin, Jetson Orin Nano. That's cute.
Going to type Nano.
They're using Nano on the Nano. I'm sorry. Use a real text editor. Use Vim. I'm sorry, bro. Nope. Fuck Nano. Use Vim. Everybody's like, hey, bitch, use Nano. I'm like, motherfucker, I use Vim. I've been using Vim for like 15 fucking years. The fuck are you? I'm old. The fuck are you talking about, you fucking heathen? You fucking deranged fucking silly goose. You fucking Luddite ass motherfucker. You fucking troglodytean hose. And they just keep trying to be like, use Nano.
That appears to have successfully completed.
Oh shit, that's, okay, hold up. No, on sale is the way to go. That is fucking dope. Like, I've been looking at random, I don't know if it's like been a recent surge in people making videos about getting like hardware for cool compute workloads, including GPU workloads, or if it's been like a steady trickle and I just accidentally conformed to the algorithm, the rhythm of Al Gore as he thumps on the table, as he taps, calling you Mabel.
To continue down here, so we're going to stop the Docker service again. I'm wondering if that whole step was, okay, so I now believe this whole step was what could.
Oh, I mean, you know, always go for those good prices. Honestly, if I ever see like a refurbed ThinkPad, trust me, I'm gonna hop on it like no tomorrow. That's what you do computational shit on. That's how you fuck.
Could have been skipped, so disk space is there, but in a
system this year that should stay a bit quieter, and even though it's coming in under 3 liters, we've still got plenty of I/O for a machine at this form factor.
You're asking what I've been up to? I mean, literally, it's like the most explainable and most easy to encapsulate thing. I've literally just been making Docker containers and working on my house's infrastructure. That's like literally it. This is me. This is what I do for fun. This is when other people go out and like have sex with their wives, go to dinner, go to clubs, have fancy food. Like, this is legitimately what I do. Little preview. Little preview of some other shit. Okay, cool beans. There we go. So like, I don't know. This is what I do. This is like me as a person. Hi.
Factor. The only other thing that came inside of the packaging with this was this 330 watt power supply, and I don't think we're going to hit 330 watts with it, but it's good to know that we've got plenty if we need it. When it comes to I/O up front here, we've got two full-size USB 3.2 ports, USB Type-C, and this one here is a Gen 3.2. We've also got a 3.5mm audio.
Bro, you can't say Gen 3.2 without me thinking you're about to talk about Gen 2. GNU / Linux.
Jack, and moving around back, we've got our power input, two full-size HDMI 2.1 ports, two full-size DisplayPort 2.1 ports.
Docker over dark docking? I mean, yeah. I know some people that have gone out of their way to tell me at length about their escapades doing, it's not docking. What is it? What is it when they put the electric probe up their pee-pee hole? I've been told about this a lot by people. I don't remember what it's called. I can ask, but I'm not in the mood to ask right now. But some of my friends will tell me ad nauseum about sticking an electric probe up the pee-pee hole.
Thunderbolt 4 port that will run at a 40 gig protocol, 2.5 gigabit Ethernet, and 4 more full-size USB 3.2 Gen 2 ports. ASUS, with their newer ROG line, has been trying to go with the toolless route on most of their devices, and this one's no different. So to get in here to upgrade the storage and RAM, it's pretty simple. There's a thumb screw on the back, and then we can slide the side panel right off. Now from here,
is this intrusion detection on the panel? The fuck is this?
Here we can access both of those M.2 slots, and like I mentioned, one is a PCIe 4.0, the other is a 5.0 drive. And we've got SODIMM RAM here. This came with 32 gigs, so you can upgrade all of this if you need to. And since it was designed as a gaming PC, they had to add some RGB, but it's pretty tasteful. It looks good, it's controllable from Armory Crate, got it over here on the side, and a little strip right on the front. Like I mentioned, they are offering several different configurations, but the one we have here is powered by the Intel Core.
I want to strip it out of its current case and put it into something attractive.
Ultra 9 275HX. With this, we get 24 cores, 24 threads, 36 megabytes of cache, and it's configured in a way where we have 8 performance cores. Those will clock up to 5.4 gigahertz, and 16 efficiency cores, which will clock up to 4.6. With this unit, graphics are going to be handled by the NVIDIA GeForce RTX 5070 Ti. It's a laptop version, and like I mentioned, you can get up to the 5090 here if you wanted to. But with this, we have 12 gigs of VRAM.
And if y'all are new to ETA Prime like me, go to the channel, find a video you like, don't just let streamer contaminate your brain molecules. Go find a video y'all like if y'all don't know him yet either. And when you find that video, oh, this is a cute little case. Oh, shit, bro. I wanna fuck with that case. Fuck, that fan is beautiful. Fuck me running. Holy shit, I want that case. Anyways, so if y'all are also new to this person like me and you wanna support them, don't just go to the video streamers watch and give it a like and dip. That doesn't help their metrics worth a shit. Go to their channel, find a whole ass video you wanna watch, and then like give them a like if they earn it, and that helps a lot more. Even if you have an ad blocker, it lets the metricsy people see that maybe they'd get people there long enough to watch the ads. Oh, Jared's tech as well? Fucking hell yeah.
115 watt TGP with a 25 watt dynamic boost, so it can get on up there and reach some really nice clocks. You can do up to 48 gigabytes of DDR4 RAM here at 6400 megahertz. We've got one M.2 PCIe 5.0 slot, so we can add really fast storage here, up to 2 terabytes. We've also got that PCIe 4.0 slot, so in total we can do 4 terabytes of storage in this unit. It also has Wi-Fi 7 and Bluetooth 5.4, and this is running Windows 11.
Windows 11? I prefer Windows 3.5 because it actually works good.
Jumping right in here, been up and running for a little while now. I've got everything updated, a bunch of stuff installed that we're going to be testing out. And I mean, obviously with specs like this thing should be a pretty decent performer. We've got the Intel Core Ultra 9 275HX, 24 cores, 24 threads, 32 gigs of RAM, and of course, we're going to be using that NVIDIA GeForce RTX 5070 Ti with 12 gigs of VRAM. A couple things that I wanted to find out here were just like
I mean, outside of the VRAM being in today's 12 gigs is like okay, but outside of it being a little bit gimpy, that's kind of solid. I have to go through settings apparently, and Nier, holy fuck, I can breathe if I don't hiccup on my life. Give me but a second. I do have to pop up and sit back down in a moment, so you'll have to forgive me, but you'll live. You tolerate me. I am fine. You are fine. We are fine. We're all adorable.
TDP on the CPU and TGP on that GPU. Luckily, we've got Armory Crate installed. From here, we've got a couple different performance profiles, like Windows Performance Profile. Silent, it's going to bring it way down. Performance, Turbo, and in Turbo mode, this is usually where I stay when I'm gaming. But we've also got a manual mode here. It can be edited, and it kind of gives us an idea of the TDP this CPU can reach. Now, it doesn't mean it's going to hit it all the time, but from here, we can do up to 170 watts with this 275HX. Pretty crazy. We can also change the fan curve from here. And for the GPU, TGP 100 watts up to 115, but we've also got that dynamic boost up to 25. Got a little bit of overclocking that we can do here on that GPU in manual mode. So the base clock offset for the core here, plus 300 megahertz memory core offset. We can do up to 300 megahertz overclock. But for the most part, I mean, with all of my testing here, we're actually just going to be in turbo mode. This is great if you really want to do a little bit of tuning with it. But I've always had really good luck with either performance or turbo mode. And we don't have to worry about battery here because we've got a mini PC. In the future, I mean, if anybody...
Why am I a dumbass? I could have been playing fucking Fortnite the whole time I was reinstalling Nier.
Wants to see this thing running in manual mode, let me know in the comments below. I could run a few benchmarks there. First thing we're going to check out are a couple benchmarks that I ran on this unit. So let's jump over there and then we'll move right into some gaming. Here's Geekbench 6, and remember, with all of these tests, we're in turbo mode from Armory Crate. We might be able to see a bit more out of these if we go into manual mode, but this is looking phenomenal. Single core 3007, multi 19,804. I also ran Cinebench R24 just to check out this CPU performance, and single core came in with a 126 here, beating out that M1 Max, M1 Ultra, all the way down the list. And when it comes to multi-core, this was super impressive. 2013, absolutely destroying everything else on the list here. Now it's time to check out some GPU benchmarks with 3D Mark. Steel Nomad coming in with the total...
You know what I didn't do? I didn't check the price on this box. And if I heard it, that's the one thing that flew past my brain. Like, I'm gonna, like, just eyeball guess that it's probably... Watch it be like, oh no, I'm just not gonna, nope. Okay, so for whatever reason, I've been like getting videos of a lot of like smaller form factor pre-builds, and I'm just wondering if they're gonna somehow crack this into like the 1,200 range, though I highly doubt it.
Total score of 3,944. Our graphics FPS up top was 39.45. And the last one I ran was Time Spy, 16,990, and our graphics score was 17,625. Amazing scores here out of this mini PC, and just taking a look at the synthetics, I mean, there's
2.4 to 2.7 thousand. Wow!
no doubt that we're working with a really powerful system, but now we need to get into some real-world gaming. Here's Cyberpunk 2077. We're at Ultra 1440p with no DLSS, no frame generation. I really wanted to see what this would do at that native 1440, and I mean, it's trucking right along here. By the end of this run, I had an average of 77 FPS. In my opinion, I mean, this is more than enough. I wouldn't mind locking it down at 60. But we've got a lot more that we can get out of this. Obviously, we could add some DLSS for scaling, or we could use NVIDIA's DLSS multi-frame generation. So here it is at 1440 Ultra.
I mean, yeah, it is a 50 series, so it does get the benefit of that up to 4 times the frames memory serves. I don't know, lossless frame gen kind of does that even on like weak ass piss hardware though, so you know. Steam Deck, sometimes you gotta play Elden Ring multiplayer, you want to do invasions, and it just so happens you can get to 60 frames a second pretty consistently. and then 90 if you use lossless frame gen. And if you look through the lossless frame gen shit and you look for FromSoft or Elden, you'll see no one's getting banned. Last I checked, few months ago, 3 months ago. Now if it's changed, you should check first. But so far seems like FromSoft's been like, yeah, we kind of lift you with some shit fucking optimization. Here's a solid boo-boo bear.
Just frame gen, so we're not using any kind of scaling here. It's still at a native 1440p, over 220 FPS on average. In turbo mode with this system, I mean, playing this game like it is right now, the fans on this aren't spinning up like a jet engine. It definitely doesn't sound like a laptop with these same specs. The cooling system they have here is great. We could make...
Their audio balancing is a little bit wild. The car is competing with their voice.
This thing scream if you want to by adjusting that fan curve from within Armory Crate, but in performance in turbo mode, it's not a super loud system. I will be keeping an eye on the GPU and CPU temps, and we'll take a look at all of that by the end of the video. But the next game we have here is Hogwarts Legacy 1440p Ultra, and adding a little bit of DLSS is kind of a must with this. It was doing a decent job, but when there was a lot of particle effects on screen, it did dip down. So it just took DLSS to quality, and by the end of this run, I had an average of 78 FPS. Of course, you'll see it jump up to around 100, but once we get into the city, we'll come on down just a bit. But it's totally playable like this. I also wanted to check out Marvel Rivals. We're at 1440 Ultra with DLSS set to quality. I thought we'd get a little...
Ooh, that is the same person. Oh shit. They realize they're a Type E Yorha unit. Oh shit. They realize they're executing people. Oh shit. Yup. Deserters and traitors. Hurry up. One day was ordered to kill her own friends. Shit, bro. Had orders, followed them. It was so fucking hard she couldn't live with what she'd done. Erased her own fucking memories, then paid us to get them back. Wasn't the first time, she says. It's really funny that there's 2 Type B androids rock into a fucking shady rundown building, and only one knows what the fuck they did. Okay, two Type E androids and a Type S android walk into a shady building overlooking Ingalls.
Just a little bit ago. About 400 million years ago, if you didn't have several inches of literal rock covering your face, you were basically a mobile snack asking to be eaten. And so, everything back then was covered head to toe in rock-hard armor. Fish had helmets, mammals had armor embedded in their skin, even the squids had giant cone shells on them. But if you look at the ocean today, the heavily armored look is almost entirely extinct. Aside from a few stubborn holdouts like turtles or the occasional crab, most of the winners of evolution have decided that being soft and squishy is actually the superior way to live. It seems completely backwards. Why would nature spend millions of years perfecting the ultimate shield, only to eventually look at it and decide to just delete it all? The most successful predators on the planet today, like great whites and orcas, are essentially walking, or swimming, around completely naked. So why did all animals decide to become so vulnerable? Well, to understand why nature got rid of armor, let's look at the creatures who made the most armored era in the history of our planet, the placoderms. These were the plate-skinned fish, which essentially means these were fish with armor, giant plated armor. And for a
I was seeing if they had the same face since 9S has already said, oh, a lot of the Yorha unit models look the same, but that's not the case.
About 50 million years, they were the apex predators in the ocean. Their armor wasn't just shells or scales. It was thick, interlocking bone plating on the head and torso. Let's take a look at Dunkleosteus. It didn't actually have teeth. Instead, it had massive, razor-sharp, bony plates that acted like self-sharpening scissors. It had a bite force nearly as strong as a T-Rex, and its only purpose was to punch through the armor of other armored fish. It was an arms race where the only solution to someone having a shield was to grow a bigger hammer. And back then, having a bigger hammer was actually pretty rare. Most early predators were, to put it lightly, not very good at their jobs. They were slow, they were clumsy, and their jaws were, well, pathetic. In a world where most things are just lazily drifting around, armor is the ultimate low-effort defense. You don't need to be smart, and you definitely don't need to be fast. You just need to be hard to swallow. For a few hundred million...
Don't need to be smart or fast. You just need to be hard to swallow.
Years, armor defeated basically every problem nature could throw at it. Biting? You're biting a rock. Crushing? Good luck.
I think we're making the same joke when you say eat the babies. I think we just made the same joke. I don't know. I think we made the same joke from opposing ends. I don't know. But you know what? Fuck it. I'm going with it. It's funny as piss. Don't fall in the hole. Don't go in the hole. Don't go in the hole. There is no way out of the hole. The hole does not let go. Avoid the hole. Danger. Hole. It's the best warning from Dark Souls, and it applies here too. Beware. Hole. I mean, my favorite warning in Dark Souls 2 is, I think it's 2, where you can say, like, beware, woman ahead, or something. Beware, woman. Maybe it's beware, hole. Maybe it's watch out, hole. I don't know. I like telling a lot of the homies in Dark Souls to be cautious of women, though. I don't know why. I think it's funny, but if they believe me, then I mean, I don't know, it's funny. The fuck do you expect from me? They probably should beware. There's a lot of fucking crazy bitches out there. It's the big 26. Do you think there's a fucking lack of fucking crazy fucking asshole bitches? Fuck no. There's fucking dickhead everybody. Dickhead auto-tune. Dickhead all of it. Fallout time? Oh shit, which Fallout are you playing? I've been avoiding Fallout, not out of intent, just out of I've clearly been busy.
Piercing with claws, you'll break your claws off. It was a rational solution for a simpler time. The ocean was less of a high-speed chase and more of a slow-motion demolition derby. But as predators started getting better, the cost of that immortality started to go up. It's not like Dunkleosteus armor was just good for its time either. No lion or tiger today would be able to claw through it. It's simply way too tough to break through. It actually was real armor. But of course, Dunkleosteus didn't last. The lions and tigers did. So why would the animal with the claws live, and the animal with the counter to the claws die? Well, armor isn't free. It comes with a massive biological fee, and for these armored fish, the tax they were paying was their own ability to move. If you're wearing inches of solid bone on your face, you aren't exactly doing it.
Yeah, I stopped watching the Fallout TV show after the episode where that one dude wiped his fucking jizz on the curtains. That's the one that murdered me, so I don't know what the fuck happens after that. That viscerally upsetted my spaghetti to such an extreme amount that I just couldn't fucking watch it anymore. So you have fun with that. That's dope. Tell me if there's a spoiler at the end. Like, I like spoilers of conclusion and that are grand in scope, because there's no fucking way in hell I'm gonna watch the show where the dude wipes his jizz on a fucking curtain ever again. But I like to hear about story, so if you want to share the story with me, that's dope. But I'm just not gonna watch that again.
Gymnastics. You're heavy, you're stiff, and you move about as fast as an underwater brick. You are essentially a bank vault with a tail. It's great for keeping the inside safe, but it's terrible for literally everything else. As well, armor creates a massive energy problem. It's not like armor that knights wore, where they just slapped on some chainmail and a helmet and it was kinda heavy. They had to create that armor out of something, literally their own body. And as you might imagine, growing real functional bone armor is expensive. To build those plates, these fish had to divert a massive amount of minerals and calories away from their muscles and organs just to maintain their shield. But even so, creating the wall was worth it. Until nature built a better sledgehammer to take those walls down. Eventually, predators stopped trying to find a gap in the armor and just decided to crush it instead. Some fish developed massive, flattened teeth that worked like industrial-grade grinders. They didn't need to be fast or graceful, they just needed to grab you once and turn your expensive bone shield into gravel. If your entire survival strategy is being hard as a rock, it's a bit of a problem when the guy eating you has jaws that are now evolved to eat rocks. And then things got even weirder. Take a look at predatory snails. Instead of using brute force, they took the high-tech approach. They evolved drills. They used a combination of acid and a serrated sandpaper tongue to drill a perfect, tiny hole straight through the thickest skulls. It's essentially a biological locksmith. All that armor you spent millions of calories growing? It's now just the sturdy lunchbox that the snail has a key to. Once they're inside, they just liquefy the squishy bits and leave the empty shell behind. This
is not the first time bits of snail morphology have fundamentally scared the piss out of me. Did y'all know they have a sex harpoon? They just choose to be consensual. They have a sex harpoon.
This is the turning point. When your defense doesn't actually defend you anymore, it's not a shield, it's just a burden. Of course, keep in mind though that these snails weren't actually going after the giant armored fish or anything that was actively fighting back, more like simple clam-like animals of the time. But they were the first things in nature that were hunting by just drilling through the shelves. Evolution realized that armor was a losing investment. The more you put into it, the more specialized the predators became at breaking it. It's an arms race where the cost of the shield eventually outweighed the protection it provided. And then animals developed the most overpowered strategy of all, turning. Armor is a huge investment for a defense that only works if the predator is as slow as you are. But predators started evolving better ways to move. They developed streamlined bodies. They stopped trying to out-tank each other and started trying to outrun each other. Suddenly, being unkillable didn't matter if you were too slow to actually catch your dinner.
I'm a big fan of the good old outflank a motherfucker, so I have no fucking animosity towards that effort. Yeah, fuck out tanking people. Fuck out damaging them. I just want to outflank them. I'll take them where they can. I'll outdamage them before they can see me. I agree. See? This is a good, lovely, pretty example of convergent evolution. Species across bounds have decided, fuck you, I'm coming in anyway. Fuck you fuck, I accidentally entered build Fortnite. Fuck that. I don't give a fuck about your building. Fuck your shelf. Fuck your kilocalories of effort into better button clicking for building. I'm just gonna come around your fucking building and put a shotgun in your face. Fuck you, you fucking troglodyte little nerd-ass bitch. Coming from a nerd, that's a very big insult.
The ocean was shifting from a game of defense to a game of agility, and in that new world, armor wasn't a superpower. It was a literal weight dragging you down to the bottom. Being unkillable is a consistent drain on your body. You're paying for that armor every second of the day, whether there's a predator around or not. Escape is a pay-as-you-go service. You only burn the energy when you actually need it, like when a shark is behind you. The rest of the time, you're light, you're efficient, and you're actually getting things done. If you can move twice as
I like the hypothesis that older humans might have been like exhaustion hunters, since our like heart rate and our breathing rather isn't coupled to our gait, like in like a lot of quadrupedal homies, like horses. The thought is that like a lot of our ancestors would just like run tandem, do recovery and sprint to like exhaust other motherfuckers. And like when we didn't have berries, seeds, gourds, we would just outrun motherfuckers until they dropped of exhaustion.
As fast as the guy trying to eat you, it doesn't matter if your skin is soft, he's never going to touch it anyway. And once the agility meta took over, the age of the biological tank was officially over. So where did all that energy go? Well, once you cancel the biological subscription to your armor, you suddenly find yourself with a massive budget surplus. So animals put that energy into things like better senses to spot danger from a mile away, or bigger brains to outsmart the guy with the big teeth, or, most importantly, faster reproduction. In the long-term economy of evolution, it's actually faster to let a few squishy members of your species get eaten than it is to spend millions of years trying to make one individual indestructible. It's pretty brutal, honestly, but it works. Instead of survival of the tankiest, it becomes survival of so many
It's the only time you're going to hear survival of the tankiest. And it has gone in the past.
offspring, they can't kill all of them. Unfortunately for the armored animals, armor-heavy lineages die off disproportionately faster than most other animals. It's easier for them to go completely extinct. If your entire body is encased in bone, your bloodline is kinda locked into that shape forever. You can't exactly evolve a sleeker body or a different tail design if your skeleton is on the outside of your skin. You're a box, and you're going to stay a box. This makes armored animals incredibly bad at dealing with change. When a mass extinction happens, and over the course of hundreds of millions of years, they happen a lot, the environment shifts, the food disappears, the oxygen levels drop. In those moments, being invincible doesn't help you. What helps you is being able to change your lifestyle. Soft-bodied animals are flexible. They can adapt to new niches, shrink their size, or develop new ways of moving in just a few million years. They're like biological clay. Armored lineages, on the other hand, are like biological bricks. They're specialized for one specific world, and as soon as that world changes, they're the first ones to go extinct. It's why almost every tank from the Devonian is gone, while the squishy, pathetic-looking fish from the same era just kept on going. Evolution doesn't reward the strongest design, it rewards the one that can pivot the fastest. In some ways, it's not even survival of the animal itself, but variations of that animal. Malleable designs are more likely to win long-term if adaptations are necessary. So, if armor is such a bad investment...
Bro, it is the big 26, and I'm having to come to reason with the fact that maybe a lot of folks don't know. Some people do think that evolution is some linear track instead of like genuinely the seemingly best outcome is to be very versatile and quick to adapt. Adaptability is everything. Rigidity that brings you anything is still fucked up and useless. Adaptability. I mean, I have more faith for like nudibranchs to survive past humans. If you told me that like I have to like take a fucking snapshot now and a snapshot in like, oh, I don't know, several billion years, I'd much more expect the adaptability of like, I don't know, sea slugs and fucking not just sea slugs, holy shit. The fuck are those beautiful things? Oh my tits, I'm spacing on their name. I'm being a dumb bitch again. Ah, fucky wucky. Ah, fucky wucky was a care. Fucky wucky didn't care. Oh, fuck it. Not siphonophores. They're adaptable, but not terribly much. Shit me, bro. Well, beetles are pretty cool too. Irrelevant though. We're checking our chapter progress really fast while I let my brain bleach itself. And point balls being, I have very little. I have zero faith in Homo sapiens to transcend the next, like, you know, great rewriting of the meta. I have a lot more for other things that are more adaptable.
Why do we still have things like turtles and crabs? Well, they found a loophole. Armor still works, but only if you aren't trying to be an athlete. Turtles and crabs aren't trying to outrun an orca. They live in slow niches, habitats where the predators are either just as slow as they are, or simply don't have the tools to crack them open. If your shell is just slightly tougher than the local predator's patience, you win. It's a specialized, low-speed strategy that works in the corners of the ocean where agility doesn't matter. In reality, the crab build is actually one of the best builds out there. There's a whole phenomenon about why everything seems like it's evolving into crabs that I made a video on just weeks ago. But
not everything is evolving into crabs. Crab shape is just beneficial in a lot of cases, not every case. We're not all crab beings. We're not all crabbing it out. Trust me, if crab was the peak way and there was no second guessing, I swear to you this day, bro, I would go full crab body. You wouldn't even catch me on this Homo sapien shit. I'd be crabbing it out like no tomorrow. I ended up getting like 99 E-drugs in this game because they're actually dirt cheap. For something that I don't use nearly enough, E-drugs in nier, holy shit, I need to use more, selling all that extra copper.
But if you're not a crab, every other creature evolved to become fast and vulnerable. Take a look at the great white shark. It's essentially a giant, high-speed mussel with teeth. It has zero armor. It doesn't even have a skeleton made of bone. It's made of lightweight cartilage. Its defense is its offense. In the modern ocean, the winners are the ones who can strike first and leave before the counterattack happens. We live in the age of the glass cannon, and looking at the success of sharks and whales,
I do love living in the age of the glass cannon. As a very natural glass cannon, it feels really good, okay? Like, wake up, glass cannon, go to sleep, glass cannon, play video games, glass cannon. Run glass cannon. People used to die doing marathons. Now we just glass cannon it up like no tomorrow. Like, bro, glass cannon life. Glass cannon life every day. Meta glass cannon life. Always the glass cannon life. It's the best meta. It's the worst meta, but it's the best meta. Burn out and fucking let the next generation not fuck up in your stead. Seems to work. I like it. It's going well.
It's clear that being naked was the best option. There are still other forms of armor today though, just not solid rock armor. Take whales. Instead of growing a shell, they grew a mattress. Blubber is essentially a foot-thick layer of dense fat that acts as a biological shock absorber. It's the ultimate multitasker. It keeps the whale warm, stores energy for long trips, and happens to be a great way to handle a predator. If a shark bites a whale, it isn't hitting an organ. It isn't even hitting muscle. It's just hitting a massive buffer of oil and tissue. The whale loses a chunk of fat, but it stays perfectly functionable. It's defense by just being too much work to kill. Even sharks have a secret form of stealth armor. Their skin is covered in millions of tiny, teeth-like scales called dermal denticles. If you rub a shark the wrong way, it feels like sandpaper. This is armor that actually makes you faster. It reduces drag and lets the shark glide through the water with almost zero resistance. It's not there to stop a bite. It's there to make sure the shark is the one doing the biting. So could the age of armor ever make a comeback? It's not like sharks could bite through Dunkleosteus armor right now anyways. No one today is prepared to break through rock hard armor because nothing today has it. Evolution would recycle ideas that worked before if they could work today again. But there's one big problem. The competition has gotten way too smart. If a fish showed up tomorrow with a face made of literal granite, an orca wouldn't just sit there trying to bite it. It would just ram it. Armor protects you from a tooth, but it doesn't protect you from physics. If you get hit by 6 tons of apex predator moving at 30 miles per hour, it doesn't matter how hard your shell is. Your insides are still going to turn into a jelly. For armor to really win again, the entire world would have to slow down. You'd need an environment where speed and intelligence doesn't matter anymore. Basically, the ocean would have to become a slow-motion demolition derby again. And honestly, that doesn't seem likely. Once nature figured out how to make brains and muscles, it didn't really look back. Even ignoring humans, the animals today are smart. The naked predators have won the arms race, and unless the armored animals find a way to overcome armor's weaknesses, they're not coming back. And for some reason, I'm okay with that. I'm not really looking to get headbutted by a sentient rock anyway. Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed the video. And if you really enjoyed, consider subscribing.
Hello everybody.
I mean, subbing to this channel is a fucking easy. That is easy to do. Fucking beyond the blue, my dudes. That's dope. Oh wow, they are literally this all the. Yes. Yes. Yes, they are this all the time. Oh my fuck. Oh, giant isopods. Yeah, my nightmares are made of giant isopods, but so are my dreams. So it's okay. That's fine. BJ Investigates has been... Not BJ Investigates, sorry. Brain... Someone else has been on about something. That's BJ Investigates has been on about fucking the cult that says they cloned a person, and TLDR, if you did clone a person, you shouldn't be talking about it. The amount of both breakthrough and innovation that comes from it is beneficial to the whole of us, but levying that on the fucking fickle nature of a lot of us is kind of ignorant as piss and really weak, and we just shouldn't talk about it. They should be protected. Like a lot of folks that have been in study, just keep their shit on the fucking down low. Don't be a fucking dickhead. It doesn't matter to you. You're not them. Anyways, on the other hand, that surprise witness has a TikTok model sued for exposing a Nexus penis size, and it's 30 minutes of video that I'm probably going to run a little faster. I'm going to swap to Fortnite really soon. I've got to actually BRB really quick. So let me hit you with that dope AFK tint really fast, and you know what we'll be doing when I get right back. What the fuck is this? Oh my gosh, fine. Have old video of me being a loser. Give me a second. Asexually reproduced, photosynthesized, goddamn sea anemone, baby. And I'm not mad at them for their existence.
You know the 11th commandment. Thou shalt be ashamed of thy natural anatomy.
You just destroyed me. And I didn't have any formal education. I had a real chance to be successful in any discipline related to robotics. Well, I had a chance to be a winner. You can be killed.
You think it's because dead people make good fertilizer?
He was honest, so that's why he wrote nursery rhymes. In complex words.
I guess sometimes certain things get misinterpreted.
Like what?
Not sure.
He was honest. Just like your father. You're just like your father. I was a software guy that built full stack application in many different languages. I just have to be a winner. I just have to be a winner. Be a winner. What do the words mean? Be a winner. These words rule your life. Front end, back end, rule, database, your life, architecture, your life, database. Because with the meaning of these words, you can be locked up until you die. Server communications. And then I branched into software testing. I branched into mobile. I branched into mobile development. You can be happily bumbling along, doing what you think you're supposed to do. I wanted my dad to help me build a fighting robot back in 2017. Doing the things that help you to get along with everybody around you, and you can feed yourself and house yourself, and mobile, happily bumbling along, doing...
Why don't you cry to your mommy about all this? Because my mom's dead and dumb.
I love my mother. I hate my mother. I love my mother. I hate my mother. I love my mother. I hate my mother. I love my mother. I do. She was a good and honorable. I love my mother. I hate my mother. She was a good, honest, honorable, loyal, responsible.
Don't look at me like that. I'm very responsible.
I love my mother. I hate my mother. I hate fun, decent, intelligent, creative, hard-working woman. I hate my mother, but I never had any professional training or experience, but I did build my own. Yourself, and people smiled at you, and then they twist words. CNC printer, a cupcake.
You know what I mean? Just to have my shit get yanked down, so.
Humpty Dumpty, Lewis Carroll had important things to say, but he lived in a world where Buck could kick his door down and drag him away in handcuffs.
So, we'll see how long this motherfucking shit lasts.
To a mental institution if he was honest. So that's why he wrote nursery rhymes. I hate my mother. My mother. I hate my mother. I hate my mother. I hate my mother. I do. She was a good, honorable.
Cha-cha-gram!
I love my mother. You just destroyed me. And I didn't have any formal education.
And I'm gonna hate my life for it. It's good, creates a little moist in there.
I had a real chance to be successful. Just like you're just like your father. You're just like your father. Just like your father. You're just like your father.
Hi. Hey, YouTube. We've got 30 seconds for a YouTube video.
Bullshit.
Let's make
hurting people around you. Fight or flight shit.
Sorry, I forgot you can't.
let's
Hurting
people. Let's make that a TikTok. Let's make that a
lesbian. Sorry,
trend.
I forgot you can't.
Trend.
What kind of straw is that?
Lesbian.
Trend. Let's make
hurting.
Let's make
What kind of straw is that?
Bullshit. Hurting people.
Let's make
hurting people around you.
a TikTok trend.
What kind of straw is that?
Looking for big pats on the head, please. Nuzzles you.
Bullshit.
Looking for big pats on the head, please. Nuzzles head, please.
I'm obsessed. I'm really biased though. I would go
lesbian.
I'm obsessed with guava.
Does no one else use these like this?
University campuses.
Right here.
Very real, very viscerally. Oh my god. If I am searching Hasanabi with banana.
What the sigma?
Make that a TikTok trend.
Soulless husk.
The hole's right here.
Super buddies.
I don't know. I hate that. University campuses.
Right here.
This company, House of Illuminati, exclusively, apparently AI-generated images to advertise this event. Surprisingly, the website is still up.
Is this Hassan attacking a banana tree?
Apparently,
my cheeks though, and I always catch myself. Ever since I've been chewing my cheeks, I feel like I get more. Anyways, but like I never like my eyebrows, nothing.
I don't trust people, motherfucker. I don't trust the internet, because I'm searching this off screen and then dragging it.
A pretty simple method to understand who is in the right and who is in the wrong during times of political unrest.
I mean, that part is true, and that's
Okay, so I'm gonna be honest.
Message and demands.
I got super distracted because rice. I can't go past the kitchen without seeing rice, and I got a little distracted. I'm sorry.
Whoa, we need to talk about something, and it is kind of dicey, but the situation is such that I think I'm going to have an unpopular opinion, so I do want to talk about it, and it's about Haley Kalil, aka Haley Bailey, a very popular YouTuber, influencer, model, TikToker. I'm subscribed to her. I follow her channels. I follow her stuff. I find her to be entertaining. But, oh man. So she's the one that became famous or at least became, you know, famous and a household name for me because she was doing the like billionaire boyfriend series. And she was like, pretending to be like the day in the life of a billionaire girlfriend. And like the boyfriend was like obviously cheating on her or whatever, like in these skits. Let me pull up a picture of her. I do have a TMZ article. I mean, this is where I found out about this information. I mean, I have had a very long day. I've already been live streaming for several hours today. There was the Nick Reiner hearing and I already did also have a nail appointment this morning. Like, so I saw this. It's her. Y'all know her? So look, it came out yesterday.
Literally didn't know about Haley Bailey until today. Didn't know this person existed. Finding out about them live because they talked about their ex's penis size.
Matt Kalil sues ex-wife Haley. Keep my privates private. Okay, so this is just from us. She's generally shocked. Okay, so let's start here. Matt Kalil is finally breaking his silence after his ex-wife Haley shockingly claimed his you-know-what size torpedoed their marriage in the form of a lawsuit. TMZ Sports obtained the documents filed on Tuesday, was yesterday, in which the former Carolina Panther says Haley's invasive commentary ruined his attempt at keeping himself out of the public eye after he retired from football. In the lawsuit, Matt, the ex-husband, says it all stems from Haley's appearance on popular streamer Marlon Garcia's marathon video in November 2025. Okay, so Haley went on a streamer's channel last year.
Bro, January 2nd was way more severe than January 6th. The day that a man gets to rise up for his penis being possibly miss or whatever the fuck represented. That's wild. That's fucking wild. Jay, never forget Jay 2nd. Honestly, at least this time, no one got fucking indefinitely confined without the right to reach representation. So, I mean, societally, I guess it's an upgrade. W, I guess. I don't. It's a weird thing to have to call a W on, but it's still a societal W. Still an L, but still a W. Still a W, still an L. Still also an L. It is both an L and a W. It's like Schrodinger's dick size. We didn't need to know, and that box didn't need to be opened, and I would have preferred it never be opened, because poor dude. Like, bro. I'm just looking forward to, like, this man making fucking generational income off of someone talking about his dick size. I think this is definitely a societal W. Like, yo, I don't think it necessary to remark on people's dicks. Hot fucking take. I don't want to know about people's privates. It's like, okay, I will treat everyone fair and equal. I don't need to know if you have a 10-foot schlong, a 1 centimeter schlong, if you are a trans person or otherwise. I don't want to know about anyone's private parts, period, ever. Full fucking stop. If I want to know about your privates, I'll probably be getting married to someone and want to know about their privates, and that's about it.
A couple months ago, 2025, and she did an interview. In the clip, Haley apparently, quote, implied that the size of her ex-husband's, you know what, was a primary factor in their divorce. And she claimed that the relations that they would have would leave her in tears. In that stream, she described it as 2 Coke cans, maybe even a 3rd Coke can, and said it contributed to them going their separate ways. As previously reported.
Oh, she thought that saying it was like the size of 3 Coke cans was the way to go? I mean, that's weird. That's really weird. So now we've well established that calling people little and big both are fucky-wucky. Based. Nice.
Reported Haley filed for divorce in 2022. But the ex-husband, Matt, claims that because of those remarks on the public stream, he has been subjected to unwanted attention and invasive commentary from the public. On top of that, he claims his family members have been... Now, he's remarried. So he's saying his family members have been forced to endure the ongoing public circulation of these degrading and deeply personal statements. As a result of the viral clip, Matt says his new wife has also received messages that became increasingly frequent, disturbing, and alarming in nature over time. Okay, so they include a few examples in the lawsuit. Now, Matt, the ex-husband, he claims that while his family was left to deal with the crap storm that Haley started, she has been financially benefiting from this surge in traffic. He's suing for invasion of privacy and saying that his privacy was invaded with these highly intimate and private facts regarding his physical...
I did just bend over to put rice in my mouth. I'm not sorry. It's cool. I'm LARPing as Mr. Piker today. Since we're talking about dicks, may as well. So I'm eating while I'm streaming. And it's rice, so you know it's the right thing to do.
Person in SUL life have been leaked or shared. He's also suing for unjust enrichment, saying that Haley received substantial financial benefit from the media coverage, increased viewership, increased engagement, and monetization through various social media platforms. And he's now requesting a jury trial and damages. So, Haley, Kalil herself, Haley Bailey, she has commented on this update here as well. And she told TMZ that she was genuinely shocked and incredibly hurt by the lawsuit. Now, the lawsuit was only just...
I mean, she should be incredibly... I don't know about shocked by the lawsuit, but she should be a bit hurt by it, much to dissuade her from doing it again. That's kind of the fucking point, bro. Little bro's out here trying to say people have painfully big dicks and is getting to taste repercussion for her actions. And she's like, oh, it upset me that I had to deal with consequences? Maybe you should accept that you just shouldn't talk about people's bodies, you fucking weird-ass, freak-ass bitch. The fuck are you? Just because she likes showing off her body and being a whore doesn't mean that anyone else wants to be a fucking whore like her. The fuck is wrong with her? Why is this woman trying to... Bro, I understand why people joke and say that I shouldn't be able to vote. They tell me to go into the kitchen and shouldn't be able to vote. With people like her out there running their fucking mouths so much, I can see how they get there. I don't agree with them, but I still see how they fucking get there. Like, holy shit.
Just filed yesterday. And here's an Us Weekly article as well. This is them together. He's suing, filed legal documents, unwanted attention, invasive commentary, and his endowment, if you know what I mean, size was the, quote, biggest factor in their breakup. Haley told Us Weekly in a statement on last night that she was blindsided by this filing. I'm genuinely shocked and incredibly hurt upon receiving the news of this filing. Litigation is a harrowing and emotionally draining experience, and I'm heartbroken that he is choosing to subject us and our families to this ordeal. She said on the live stream with fellow content creator Marlon Garcia that Matt's manhood provided ongoing marital issues prior to Haley filing for divorce in 2022. She said, I was going to try it all. Therapists, doctors, I looked up lipo type stuff.
And if you need to talk about an ex's penis, here's an example. I've learned through experience it doesn't matter how someone's endowed. May it quite honestly be like, you know, itsy bitsy or big as fuck. As long as they're a kind fucking person and they like to learn, that seems to be a bigger measure for if they're fucking worth being around. No one gives a fuck. I know I'm doing a bad job at being an example for it because I'm not even like trying to rag on anybody or I'm not being that descript, but that actually is the example. Holy fuck, she needs to eat a dick. Like quite literally, she should just eat a dick.
You know what I mean? She said at the time. It's like he's in the 0.01% of the population. We tried everything and it was impossible unless you're just going to be in tears. So this is where it starts to make a little bit more sense to me why the new wife would be pissed. Because it's like, okay, wait, you're saying he's in 1.01% of the population.
It would like make me a lot more pissed off if someone let me win at Mario Kart than if they like, you know, rolled up with like any, like, bro, I don't even care, bro. Like, I swear to fuck, I wouldn't care if someone is a fucking eunuch. I don't give a shit if they are a castrati. I literally don't give a fuck. But like, bro, I think what would actually piss me off is if somebody was like, here, let me let you win at Mario Kart. Because I want to play to win. I want to drift. I want to be the most driftiest bitch out there. I want to make people cry because my gameplay is so good. And like, that seems like a way more impactful thing in a relationship, if you ask me. But then again, I could just be weird. I don't know. I might have weird tastes. I might have weird preferences. Maybe not everyone wants to be a winner that is well fought and well earned. I don't know. Probably, honestly, that's probably the case. I don't think most people give a fuck about trying hard some days.
You're saying he's in the 0.01% of the population, and the only way to have relations with him is if it's going to be so painful that you're crying and you're in tears. So what does that mean for his current wife? It's that old hot dog down the hallway allegory, as it were. Now, I don't know if any of this is true, and I do think personally it is.
Did her camera freeze or did my browser freeze? Hold on. I need to look at this.
It's that old hot dog down the hallway allegory, as it were.
She froze.
Now, I don't know if any of this is true, and I do think personally it is grotesque and detestable for her to be talking about stuff like this. I mean, current husband, ex-husband, ew. Like, she's 33 years old. It's time to just stop, okay? It's you're a household name.
Like, I've known people with like nicknames like BJ, etc. I'm just asking, why does the YouTuber BJ Investigates have to do the dick video? Okay, cool. I'm not sorry. I'm not taking it back.
I definitely do think it's the culture that we have participated in and allowed to just flourish of like people just saying any and every of all their private information. It's the WAPification and the OFification of it all. I think it's that type of culture where it's just like, no, I mean, it is about time for somebody to get slapped down. I mean, legally speaking, to say, why are y'all two talking like this about people? And it's like bad enough that she is letting all her business out and all his business out there like that. But she seems to be completely clueless as to why she got sued. She's like, I was nice to him. I thought that was nice. You know, I was nice to him. I don't know why he's doing this. I was saying he was a great man. It's like, yeah, but like, that's not your man anymore. And it is this weird.
I'm so dumb. It is that surprise witness, not BJ Investigates. I am literally I am so dumb.
Weird, possessive, narcissistic lunacy that she still thinks that she's entitled to go out there and discuss his literal private actual parts. This man has got another wife and I think maybe even a kid now. Like that's a level of entitlement and just, I think like narcissism to even go out there and talk about somebody like that you're not even with anymore. And I hate.
You know, I think it's better that surprise witness is the one talking about the fucking dick drama. Now, if BJ Investigates does drop one, I'm going to come back, watch it on stream, and say the same shit.
To say it. I do. I hate to say it, hate to be the one. But if the roles were reversed, I think people would have a lot easier time understanding why this was so grotesque. Like, imagine he's out here on podcasts talking about her private parts. Like, I think it's easier kind of to see how that's not acceptable. And maybe y'all do see, I mean, put a one in the chat if you see that this is also not acceptable. It's not acceptable in my opinion, to speak like this at all as a grown woman, period. And specifically about your ex who has now a wife and is trying to be out of the public eye. Well, guess what? I went pulled up the lawsuit itself. So let me bring that up and just skim through it with y'all. It was filed yesterday. TMZ broke the exclusive breaking news of the story, but this is it right here.
Every time I misspeak and like fucking misnomer this lovely creator's name with someone else's, I'm just gonna spam their link in chat as like, you know, some sort of self-flagellation where I just have to deal with it. I'm just gonna spam it. That surprise witness, everybody. Go follow them. Find a video you like, watch the whole video. Don't just go to the video the streamer's watching, like it, and leave. That doesn't help them. Go find something on their channel, go find a piece of their content that you like, and watch the whole damn thing. That helps their metrics better. Woo woo!
So it says, okay, hold on. Plaintiff Matthew Kalil, by and through his undersigned lawyer, hereby files this complaint. Following several seasons playing professional football, Matt retired in 2019, 6 years ago, and quickly and quietly receded from the public eye to focus on business ventures and his family. Defendant Haley Kalil, his ex-wife, pursued a different path, and since their divorce in 2022, has sought fame and fortune through various social media platforms.
Don't tell the person we're reacting to that I'm leaning over to eat rice. Don't tell them. Don't tell them I'm not causing them to eat rice. Don't tell them, I swear, as I leave the video paused and lean over. Oh shit, I paused it and I just turned on Nier Automata's soundtrack? Oh wow, I must be really bad at emulating Mr. Hassan Piker and just eating through someone's content. Fuck, am I bad at this? Golly gee willikers, am I a jokester? I like rice more than I like people most days.
Performs as an entertainer, where she has millions of followers. Okay, I think that's accurate. I think it's a fair description of her and her activities. These two very different paths collided in November 2025 when Haley subjected Matt to widespread ridicule.
My dear and lovely chat, I have an idea. If ever I date someone, I'll just refer to them as Rice. That way you'll never be able to tell the difference when I say something like, yeah, I just put rice in my mouth to the point that I was like crying with joy. That way it just works, you know? I'm not saying I'm doing it, not saying I will do it, not saying I won't do it. I am saying I will thinking about doing it. I might do it tomorrow. I might do it in a year. I might never do it. What matters is I'm a silly goose, and I will always leave y'all guessing. Because I was raised right, and bad gas travels fast in a small town, and the internet's basically a small town, and I watch a lot of Letterkenny, which I'm probably gonna watch reruns of after stream, because I miss that show and I love that show. I'm gonna watch Letterkenny after stream. If y'all are like on the Discord and you want to talk about Letterkenny, I'll be around, because I do sure like me some Letterkenny.
Unwanted attention and invasive commentary by revealing intimate and private details about him on a public live stream. These private details included the size of his you-know-what, which she claimed would leave her in tears after they would do relations, and it was a primary factor in their divorce. She also broadcasted the world.
In the words of one of my favorite engineers, Inginers, if you're gonna eat rice, you gotta eat rice with the boys. Holy shit. Letterkenny is a bit repetitive to you? Yeah. I'm an old autistic woman. I like repetition. It feels good. It's programmatic. I never felt like I'm stuck and lost and confused and ready to have a fucking meltdown where I start throwing things. It's a good ass show. It's fucking amazing. Unfortunately, repetitious. It shows like basically fucking water to a fucking thirsty fucking bitch. Holy fuck. It's made of the things that dreams are made out of. It's made of a slice of perfect and a secondhand slice of beautiful. Like, yeah, repetitious, yes. Too repetitious, depends on the fucking person tasting it. I think it's a good ass show. Wells, Miss Katie's. What's eyes thinks used needs to knows about this, Miss Katie's, is that repetitiousness is sometimes okay's, Miss Katie's. It depends on what's used the individuals wants, Miss Katie's.
That they engaged in medical and therapeutic intervention. That's sad. That is sick and sad. He has a right to be upset about this. And their relationship was unhealthy because of him and his anatomy. Haley shared these sensitive personal details about him as entertainment.
Besides, if you want a less but still repetitious form of Letterkenny, go watch Shoresy. It's a good ass show. Fuck is Shoresy good. Fuck boys is Shoresy fucking good. Holy fuck, my dudes. Shoresy's like watching the fucking olive oil run down a fucking piece of bread. That's how good Shoresy is. It's like just slow motion olive oil on bread. You don't even have to dip it. It's like a fondue of olive oil and bread. Oh, it's fucking nice. Never too soggy, never too soppy, always just fucking right. Never too much, never too little. Just right shaped.
For viewers and for her own financial gain, even though plaintiff Matthew reasonably expected that those details would remain private. Imagine you're just minding your business and then that private fact comes out. That's crazy. Haley's conduct has caused substantial harm. Her choice to discuss such personal matters that were of no legitimate public concern was extreme, outrageous, and way beyond all possible bounds of decency. Now, one thing I will say, Matthew is not suing for defamation. Okay, so he's not saying...
Oh, he's not suing for defamation. Well, there goes my prediction out the window.
And it's not true. That's all I'll say. He's not saying it's not true. He's saying it is. Pretty much it is true. And she shouldn't have said it. He's saying he has suffered damages, including severe emotional distress, humiliation, reputation damage, and mental anguish. Simply put, Haley chose to publicize sensitive personal details about her ex-husband, regardless of the harm to him and his family, to gain more views and to grow her celebrity status. At all times relevant, Matt Kalil is a citizen of California. He used to play for the Minnesota Vikings, and he is defendant's ex-husband. Haley was born Haley O'Brien in Minnesota, and at all relevant times, she lives in New York. She attended St. Cloud State University in St. Cloud, Minnesota as a former
I'm sorry, St. Cloud as a college just absolutely makes me think that, what, is Professor Sephiroth gonna be there? The fuck are you doing? Holy shit, Final Fantasy school? Are we, honestly, that would be, honestly? Bro, I played more Final Fantasy than I probably paid attention in, like, class for German, which is, like, not at all, honestly. I paid the most attention for Mandarin, the second most attention for Spanish, and the third, probably, no, second for French and the third for Spanish. That's probably how this breaks down, honestly. More than definitely. That sounds about right.
Pageant contestant. She's a former Miss Minnesota Teen USA 2010, Miss Minnesota USA 2014, and a contestant and judge in the Miss USA contest. She's currently a model, entertainer, actress, and social media influencer. She's plaintiff's ex-wife. Okay, so...
Oh, Fallout episodes are too short feeling? How the fuck long are they? Is it like the 28-minute format? I really don't remember. It's been so long. I like legitimately haven't stared at this for ages. I thought it was going to be one of those 45-minute longer commercial block ones, just assuming. I didn't really pay attention. I watched it with a homie and didn't pay mind to much aside from, ew, that man's wiping his dick on the fucking, he's wiping his dick on the fucking curtains. Sorry, I have to mental image a lot of things, not everything, but a lot of things. And the mental image of that was making me want to gag and also punch him. Honestly, if I saw someone do that, I'd definitely punch them in the dick. Bro, I have like gotten into a fight with a man because he had the audacity to fucking, holy shit. Man had the audacity, the fucking feral audacity to fucking, like, holy shit. Fuck, man. He put his feet on my coffee table and he left calling me a terrorist because I told him what the fuck was not going to happen in my own house. Bruh. I will break somebody for less. Tell you what.
Then he gets into the general allegations. They met back in 2015 while he was playing on the Minnesota Vikings. And then they got married in 2015. In 2017, Haley did the Sports Illustrated Swim Search competition. And in 2018, she and another model were selected as winners. She appeared in the Sports Illustrated Swimsuit issue 2019, 2020, and 2021. After 5 seasons with the Vikings and later stints with the Carolina Panthers and the Houston Texans, plaintiff retired in 2019. Following his retirement, he quickly and quietly receded from the public eye. On May 4th, 2022, Haley filed for divorce. The divorce was finalized later that year. Matt later remarried in 2 years ago, 2024, small private ceremony. He and his new wife also have a child.
1 hour runtime if you work in the commercial time, probably. Sounds like that. I don't know. How long are those?
And he has remained private ever since. Following the divorce, Haley just became more and more famous. She flourished as a social media influencer and entertainer, and defendant intentionally sought the public. She intentionally sought public's attention. She was nominated in 2023 for a Streamy Award for her collaboration with Jared Leto in a comedy sketch. She has partnered with famous people, brands, in addition to branching out as a television and movie actress.
Sorry, I heard branching out as a television movie actress for Haley Bailey. I accidentally misheard that as raging out for at least a good second. And it didn't even take me any bit awry that someone was like about to say she was like raxing out like Cyrax. Because she seems like a very Cyraxian individual. Wants to do all the fucked up shit, wants none of the consequences. Refuses to accept accountability when she fucks up. Sounds very Cyraxian. I wonder how her mouth is doing. Like his is rotting out from the inside. So I wonder how hers is doing. Because it seems like what you put into the world with your mouth is kind of how it goes on the inside.
Actress. She's cultivated a massive online following of millions of people, 15 million, 9 million. As of this filing, her social media audience includes 15.9 million followers on TikTok with 2.2 billion likes, 9.3 million followers on Instagram, 8.07 subscribers on YouTube, 1.6 million followers on Snapchat, and 1.3 million followers on Threads. Her social media reach, celebrity, and influence is broad. She even was a pre-Met Gala host a couple years ago. She was named in Time magazine's inaugural list of top 100 creators 2025. Time noted that her influence continues to grow. She's secured major brand deals. And in October last year, she was announced as a speaker at the 2025 Creator Marketing Summit. The event was hosted by Paid, a leading creator marketing platform for top name brands. She collaborates with other famous and online people. So it all comes to a head in November 2025. She collaborated with another popular streamer, Marlon Garcia, known as Marlon3LG, for a Twitch live stream. He had been advertising this marathon streaming challenge in which he visited all 50.
If you're supposed to veg out and watch Star Trek, you should probably do it. It's a good ass show. Like, I don't know, which one? Which one? That's like me saying, oh, you're gonna sit and watch Stargate, but not ask if it's like Atlantis, Universe, or the other shitty one. I liked Universe, it was my favorite. Everything but Universe I'm gonna call a little bit rude. I'll be rude to it, but I did love Stargate Universe. That was my fucking favorite. Oh my gosh. Oh, it's such a good fucking show.
50 states in 28 dates. He posted and streamed a variety of online content during this challenge. He specifically made hours of content with Haley, all in the state of Minnesota, reaching millions of people online. So there's some screenshots from it. And then on November 4th, he broadcast a public live stream on Twitch from Minnesota and interviewed Haley. Haley publicly disclosed highly intimate and private facts about their SUL life. The video, they link it right here, can be viewed right here. I'll open it up to look at in a moment.
Okay, cool. Wow, I don't feel...
She had a discussion with Garcia in the live stream from approximately 34 minutes to 46 minutes. While she attempted to speak subtly and indirectly during portions of the live stream, including typing out a message to Garcia on her phone at one point, the context made the implication unmistakable. Viewers could and did readily infer that she was referring to plaintiffs' you-know-what and their private relations during their marriage. This is demonstrated by numerous comments in the live chat, and this is a screenshot from them talking about it. Defendant implied that the size of the you-know-what was a primary factor in their divorce. Viewers in the live stream chat actively speculated about the message that Haley had sent to the guy. That is gross. Ew. She typed on her...
Like, her typing to him while she's doing this I'm not saying that it is, but it rings of what the fuck was this bitch doing, and does she think she can get away with like coercing someone in? to agreeing to this happening on the spot without any preemptive fucking measure? Like, what the fuck is she doing? Being like Twitch at TwitchCon, oh, we're not gonna plan ahead, we're just gonna, when you break your back in our ball pit, we're just not gonna give a fuck? Just promise you won't come after us. We'll dangle these few dollars in front of you. If you speak, you can't get them. Eat dicks. Like, fuck me, bro. What the fuck is this fucking whore trying to do with her life? Why is she like this? She has no couth, no manners. This is coming from a bitch that just burped on stream, by the way. No couth, no manners, no compunction. What a fucking absolute fucking shit stain of a human fucking being. What a degenerate little fucking goblin. Holy fuck, she can't be a goblin. Cool people can be goblins. Fuck her. Fuck her trash actions. Fuck the way she acts. Fuck the way she carries herself. Fuck the way she represents herself. Fuck the way she spends her time. Fuck the way she behaves. She's fucking reprehensible.
Her phone during the segment, many concluding that the message contained the alleged reason for the divorce. She also claimed that the couple engaged in medical and therapeutic intervention. We tried it all. Therapists, doctors, not even lying. We even looked up lipo. That's why it's kind of funny. It's like my life is a comedy and it writes itself. Well, it's not really that funny to the ex-husband, who's, you know what you're talking about. She claimed on the live stream that the party's relationship was unhealthy because of plaintiff's anatomy, because of her ex-husband's anatomy. And she presented private marital information as entertainment for viewers. That was the biggest factor, she said, because he's like 0.01% of the population. We tried everything. Impossible unless you're going to be in tears. She described their, you know what, as painful, impossible, and the real reason for divorce, attributing to the end of their marriage. She joked with the host about the, you know what, downstairs, encouraging laughter and comments from the people in the live stream. And at one point, she described the...
I mean, at least it says plaintiff's genitalia in the article, or in the document we're reading, rather, because it's way more appropriate than saying, you know, schlong, wiener, member, dick. I think genitalia is the most appropriate way to refer to this, honestly, regardless of if it's true or not. I will wait to hear about his dick from his mouth.
Issue as 2 Coke cans, maybe even a third, plainly alluding to the size of you know what. Okay, so I'll let y'all see a little bit of the live stream. I wasn't going to actually show it because I thought it was, you know, he's saying it's an invasion of privacy, but he's marking it out in the lawsuit. So since it's now a matter of public record in that way, as his own finding, and you can see that is the most rewatched part. I'm gonna turn on 1.25. We'll just watch a little bit of it, and then I do have some commentary, and I'll let y'all go.
How long we all together? My bad.
3 months. 3 months before we got engaged. Yeah, 3 months, and then we got married after 6 months. We eloped to Hawaii. Got married. Just the 2 of us.
Just like private, just like y'all.
Yeah, just us 2. Just and like the guy that married us, and then like this random Kalil player that I hired just for the fuckery of it. Yeah.
And is y'all mom? Like, did y'all parents know about this? Or
Yeah. My parents were. I told my parents and his parents. You told. They're all married after 6 months.
How long we all?
I'm gonna turn on 1.25.
I'm gonna be snacking on rice while she speaks at 1.25 speed while we watch BJ at 1.2 speed.
Just watch a little bit of it, and then I do have some commentary, and I'll let y'all go.
How long we all together? My bad.
3 months. 3 months before we got engaged. Yeah, 3 months, and then we got married after 6 months. We eloped to Hawaii. Got married. Just the 2 of us.
Just like private, just like y'all.
Yeah, just us 2. Just and like the guy that married us, and then like this random Kalil player that I hired just for the fuckery of it. Yeah.
And is y'all mom? Like, did y'all parents know about this? Or
Yeah. My parents were. I told my parents and his parents. You told. They're all. Yeah, he's the greatest guy in the world too. Just the greatest guy.
So, how long y'all married for? If I can ask?
7 years.
So they were married 7 years, and she's saying he's the greatest guy in the world. And I'm just putting myself in his position, which I really can't because I don't know what it feels like to be in his position. But like, if I can try, it's like, shut up. Like, what are you? I'm the greatest guy. I have a wife. Like, leave me alone at this point. You had your shot. You filed for divorce. Leave me alone. And again, y'all, I have no issues with Haley Kalil. I like her. I follow her. I like her. I think she.
I mean, I have a issue with Haley Bailey, Kalil, whatever the fuck. I think she's a compunctionless, couthless bitch who has shit planning, shit timing. I don't like how she behaves. But, you know, she can work on that. That's somewhere that she can grow from. And if we're articulate about what grieves us about her, maybe someone who gives a fuck about her will be. And if that comes to pass, maybe she'll fucking learn. Maybe not. I don't know. Not my fucking problem.
She's funny. I think she's comedic. But like this right here, this type of behavior, I can't condone it. I can't condone it because I think it's wrong. it's the greatest guy in the world. It's like, I would feel icked out. Like, I would be like, ew, like, imagine this is one of your exes. Even forget about even talking about any of that other stuff. Just this alone is like, ugh, greatest guy in the world. Like, then why'd you file for divorce?
Yo. What the fuck? Sorry.
No, the lore goes deep. Yeah.
7 years she was
this is
married.
so interesting to me.
Yeah, and like we were like best friends. But we just eventually, like, he really wanted kids, like, really young, and I wasn't ready, and we had like a couple other issues.
That's probably the real reason.
We should just be friends. And we were like, okay, we shared a lawyer. Like, I was on his phone plan until like a couple years ago. Like, we're just like very chill people.
But like, you can talk about this?
Yeah.
You sure? Okay, I don't know where step.
No, you're fine.
Wait, so okay, so you get married.
Uh-huh.
And that was very early in the relationship as well. So that's like kind of like a risk, right? It's like, is this the honeymoon phase, or is this like, you see what I'm saying? Like,
I also didn't know they had.
I'm trying to get to the point. I'm trying to get to the point where she's, makes the offending comments or whatever. But there's some other background stuff going on, like that huge, beautiful apartment she stayed in. Like, he let her stay in it. There was some other stuff, and she has talked nicely about him in the past. I've heard personally, just like by happenstance, I've heard her talking about him in the past in a nice way and saying, he's great, we're fine, we're good. But also, I also hear her talking about like getting married too young and being married to a narcissist. And so it's like, I feel like, I don't know, like when she was like, the divorce finally went through, she was like celebrating and stuff. It's like, I'll say this, it's been inconsistent with how she's been describing her relationship with this guy. Is he the greatest in the world, or was he a narcissist, or was he, it's hard to know. But it does seem like overall he has been kind. He has not come out and made any statements. He has not, said anything. But I bet that he has been watching what she's been doing publicly and just been annoyed by it in general. Like, kind of like, leave my name out of your mouth. But it's like, he's kind of like a public figure. You can't really sue for defamation. And so it's like, he might have just been sitting on go waiting, or just, it might have been like building up. And then imagine his wife's horror. His wife minding her business, and he said he has made it a point not to be in the public eye for years, over half a decade, and he's got a little new baby child, and he's got a kid now, he's got a wife now, and imagine his wife's just minding her business, and then people are sending her hoed out whatever memes and stuff. Like, I'm actually very sympathetic to them in this situation.
Not like how you are now, where like you've had like experience, whatever. I was very like goody two shoes. I never had alcohol. I didn't even have a first sip of alcohol until I was 22. Like, I didn't ever drink underage.
I had alcohol, okay,
Yeah, because I was so scared of like making the wrong decision.
Right.
Yes. I like never did drugs, never any of those things. I was working until marriage. I did all of those things. Yeah, I was like the.
I'm trying to wait for her to get to the part, the offending part.
And it was great. And then
what's so crazy to me is that you was together for 7 years.
Yeah.
Like, so it wasn't like one of those like you just got married
and she's saying it was great, but it clearly wasn't. They got divorced.
But like, it was actually dead.
We were trying to like do the damn thing.
Wow.
Yeah. But then like
fully put in work, like
fully. Yeah.
Wow. Mm-hmm. So after college, y'all like moving together. Like, what was that like?
Yeah. Well, here, wait. I'm gonna type something on my phone. The stream again.
Okay, cool.
So here's the type it on the phone part.
Yeah. Okay. Your face is gonna be hilarious.
And I do wonder if they had signed like a separation agreement where she wouldn't disparage or talk about private stuff. I just do wonder. And then she's typing something on the fast forward. She shows him. He's reading. He's aghast. It's private info.
Like dead ass?
Dead ass.
But,
so far, like, that's fine so far.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
No, I know what you're saying.
Yeah,
but like,
So she's flopped her arm down.
No.
Shut the fuck up.
Oh, man.
Shut the fuck up.
No, dead ass.
Shut the fuck up.
But I was gonna try. I was gonna try it all. Yeah. Therapists, doctors.
You're fucking lying.
Not even lying. Bunch of like lipos and shit. You know what I mean? Like.
What the
fuck? That's why it's like not straight. It's like kind of funny. It's like my life is a comedy and it rates itself.
But like, okay, I don't want to like argue.
No. Yeah.
Was this like, was that the biggest factor?
The biggest factor, yes.
Oh my god.
Yeah, like love him, but he's my homie, you know.
But no chance, like no shot.
No, because it was like he's like 0.01% of the population.
So it seems like she's trying to, again, like kind of, and she might be, and shout out to her, she might be telling the truth. Like, she's saying that she didn't do any of those type of relations before marriage. And when she did get married, it just wasn't working. And, anatomically, that might be true. But at the same time, I do think it's inappropriate for her to then have gone on and said something about Coke can, 3 Coke, 2.5 Coke can, 3 Coke can, whatever. She flopped her arm down and she's talking about private medical interventions. On the same note, like, I do see that it is her right to talk about her past and her experiences, but it's tough. It'll be interesting to see how this lawsuit shakes out. Again, like I said, I don't want to smoke with Haley Bailey. I like her. I do like her. I think she's entertaining. I think she's funny. But I do think it's time that we all kind of start reconsidering what's culturally like acceptable and appropriate, because a lot of times what people are saying is like, it's nasty, and it's stuff that happens in private should stay private. Stuff that happens inside your marital bedroom should stay there. I really believe that. I mean,
oh, we have the white moose at the camp this time. Oh, adorable. Too bad I'm about to save and go to Fortnite. Anyways, bad gas travels fast in a small town. The internet's a small town, and yeah, what's said in private should be private. Also, I as a casual internet person don't want to know a fucking thing about anyone's private parts. That's my fucking fun hot take about this. I don't give a fuck what your reasoning is. If you're gonna justify telling me about anyone's private parts, the presence, absence of, I don't give a fuck. Like, maybe don't. Maybe just don't. Maybe just shut your fucking whore mouths. That's my take on the whole fucking world. I don't want to know. I never fucking asked. I don't want to fucking know. Not my fucking business. Not my fucking shit. I don't fucking give a shit. The only shit I give is when someone thrusts it in my face. And so, yeah, let's go.
if this guy was, dead and gone, but he's not. And he's, he said it in his lawsuit. He's like, I've gone out of my way to try to stay out of the public light. She needs to leave me out of her weird stuff. He's suing for more than $75,000. The poor wife is getting all kind of hoed out messages like, okay, well, if it was so bad for Haley Bailey, then what's up with you? I don't think she's really telling the full, honest truth about the reason they divorced. I think the real truth is she wasn't physically into him. I think she wasn't physically attracted to him. And the biggest reason, I believe, she did not want to have a baby. She didn't want to have a baby yet. I think that's the biggest reason. That's the first thing she said, and I think that's probably the real reason. But in order to kind of make it seem like it was just irreconcilable, oops, we tried everything, she's kind of like softening the blow by making it seem, instead of being like, because I didn't like him and I didn't want to have his kid. I wasn't attracted to him like that, and I didn't want to have his kid. Instead of saying that, she maybe even thought she was trying to throw him a bone. No pun intended. She might even thought she was trying to give him a compliment. Like, oh my God, he's the nicest guy in the world. He's my homie and I love him and he's so sweet. But he even has, XYZ, LMNOP, fill in the blank, big, giant, da-da-da-da-da-da. She might even thought he was going to think that was cute or funny. I think she learned yesterday, January 6th, 2026, he didn't think it was cute or funny. And unfortunately, it should have always stayed to be a private, personal, even the kids thing.
It is the most disgusting January 6th to happen. The whole Haley Bailey thing, the way she behaves and acted and thought she could get away with it. This is the other one's reprehensible because of how it impacts like folks that were just supposed to be represented but didn't get represented. And this one's reprehensible because she's like representing someone's penis when she shouldn't be. Whew.
Wanted kids, I didn't. At the time, even that is kind of private, personal. But she did make it now an issue of public concern. She's a very, very high profile individual, and I can see why he and especially his wife would be like, all right, how much longer are we gonna have to deal with this lady making content off of us, making content off of her past relationship with you? He might feel like, he's even the reason that she's famous, but she was a model and a pageant girl on her own. It's tough, but I do think that I have to take a stand and say that what she did and what she said was wrong. I think that was wrong. I don't think you should be talking about your ex-husband who's got a new wife and a new baby and saying he's the homie, he's my best friend, but fill in the blank. Especially to this like random guy. I mean, like it wasn't even like a story time. It's like she's talking to this guy, telling this guy all this other, like her ex-husband's business. It's weird. It's weird. I don't know if I'll follow this case like closely or whatever, but I do think there's probably some more motivation, some other stuff going on in the background that, maybe stuff they couldn't sue for before. And now he will, or maybe he's just fed up with it. Maybe the new wife is fed up with it. I don't really know. But yeah, I can kind of see a lot of sides of this one. That's all I really for this video. In the meantime, facts ain't defamation, neither are opinions. Everybody's innocent until proven guilty. And stop telling everybody all your business. Love you, mean, okay, bye.
We're here today because we lost the community.
Okay, so the channel Black Conservative Perspective is talking about Republicans delivers a reality check to liberals crying George Floyd over the woke woman killed by ICE. So I'm still waiting for a judge to come through on anything because it looks like Schrodinger's what the fuck. And until you get a judge to come through, you're gonna have people conflicting with each other's narratives the entire time anyway. And for the most part, it does look as indeed she was driving. From the available footage, it looks as though she was driving at this person with a deadly fucking weapon called a car. And that's horrifying. Now, she was scared. She was fleeing a situation because she was scared. She was fleeing for her life, in the words of someone else that was talking about her. These things can all be true. Very fucking easily so. Still inappropriate on her. Still inappropriate for anyone to lash out at the officer's family. Still inappropriate that we lost someone in our world. Never good when anyone's lost. Doesn't matter who they are. Losing people sucks. We don't want it. It's not pleasant. It's never fun. Everyone's sorrowful. A family's without a parent. A family's without a wife. A family's without a child. That always sucks. So, let's watch people mauled out about it and be a little bit less patient than me. Let's go.
Member who was doing what was right. She was fighting for her.
This person saying that she was doing what was right seems about as fucking simple as a dimple. I'm sorry, she was doing what she thought was right at the time. She was acting within the constraints she had as a person at the time. That doesn't obliquely make what she did right. And I'm sorry to say, if you find yourself being detained by law enforcement, just eat a dick, sit there, and let it fucking happen. Like, you don't need nor get to run because you're afraid. Also, because you think something's right. Bro, people have been literally sentenced to death because they thought what they were doing was right. And we've just had to societally eat a dick for it. Why is my frame rate so shit right now? Anyways, so it doesn't matter, right? In the capacity of, did she do what is right or not? That part's entirely irrelevant and entirely does not matter. She was doing what she thought she could with what she thought she had in a situation that she may or may not have been misinformed about. And the outcome is this. My frame rate is dead. What the fuck is happening? What? My frame rate is more dead than the dead ass fucking Haley Bailey dick remark. Holy fuck. Holy titties, bro. This is abhorrent. Absolutely reprehensible. Holy shit, bro. I am so kitted out and my frames are like tits. What? What the fuck is happening here? Like, absolutely what the fuck, bro? Like, are we fucking what? Bro. Take the textures down, maybe? I don't fucking piss. My whole computer's eating an ass right now. I may just have to, like, take the quickest death I can and ditch the game. Fuck, man, that sucks. Get it out so well.
A community member who was doing what was right. She was fighting for her immigrant neighbors, just as so many of us have been. And now she's gone! We cannot let this scare us into stopping our own operation to support the immigrants in our community who are under such a brutal siege in the United States currently.
That is like a really big conflation. Like, immigrants aren't under siege.
Clearly wanted her out of there because she was the main car leading the protest, is my understanding. I talked to another guy who was driving behind her, but she was very
As pictures, protesters are clash.
Protests the day after. But you know, apparently we live in a world where, you know, reality.
She does have a pretty surname, Good. I'm wishing the best to her family. Like, I find the way that, like, things went down to be, like, kind of just sad for everybody. The agent who, like, protected their life with a car with the wheels turning towards them while the tires were driving forward, grabbing traction, who did get hits to my understanding. Wishing the best to them and their family. The person who got shot, yeah, she was scared, she made a shitty decision, her shitty decision resulted in death. Could have resulted in multiple. Still feel bad for her family. Pretty fucking surname too. Feel bad for everybody fucking involved. Shit sucks.
is determined by your political ideology, because leftists are swearing up and down that this was murder, right? That this woman was murdered, okay? And that ICE agents were not under any type of imminent danger or threat or anything like that, that the ICE agent just murdered this woman in cold blood and he deserves to go to prison. Take a look.
Forced their way into her car. There's 3 ICE agents here, one right by her door.
This man just fundamentally annoys me. I don't even know his name. I'm skipping the part where it's him. I'm not sorry. I've got to restart my shit because Fortnite's going at a crawl and some possibly fucking VMIM leak is gonna murder my computer. So, fuck man. I really should just reinstall the Windblows, but I've been so distracted writing software and being a bitch that I just didn't think to. Fuck, I'll do it tonight. I know I keep saying I'll do it the next day, then I will stream it the next day after, and then I keep doing more shit to like make my house more automatable, but like I'm getting there.
Turns her wheels all the way to the right. Officer shoots.
There's other angles of this where you can see that she's still driving at this man while the gun discharges. The wheels don't turn till within a quarter of a second of the discharge of the weapon. You've got to be affixed on the person and where you're aiming. I couldn't, first off, it looks within the realm of someone literally, like this is eyes to muscle time, as well as fucking you literally can't look that low when this is going on. You have to look at where you are aiming, else you put more lives at risk. So, is it great? Fuck no. Is this camera angle useless? Yes. Are these bitches about to be annoying? Probably about to be fucking annoying.
3-4 times in the face, kills her, murders her point blank.
Even the photos, a photo or two, but there is some basic ballistics information we can glean from this. The earliest witness reports stated that Renee Nicole Good was shot, quote, in the face. Now, I don't believe that this has publicly been confirmed by any sort of medical examiner. However, based on the footage of the incident and the blood on the airbags, it doesn't seem too far-fetched. The single bullet hole in the windshield is pretty notably down in the corner on the driver's side of the windshield. So if that first bullet actually hit her, especially anywhere in
shit that's going on in this world.
The objective answer to that question is yes.
Lol, there's a Tim Pool tweet. Oh, fuck, bro. Well, we're in for it.
Okay, and that is based off multiple video angles, and probably the most damning one I'm going to show you here shows that yes, the officer was actively being run over had he not moved out the way. It doesn't matter if he moved out the way. It doesn't matter if he had the ability to move out the way. The fact is that he was actively being run over. Had he not moved out the way, he would have been run over. Okay, so let's actually play this video. Boom, you see that? You see this? Okay, look at this. This officer right here, right here. Boom, that's it. That's it. The officer is actively being hit by the front of the vehicle. He was in front of the vehicle, which he has a right to be. This woman was not complying. She was blocking the road, okay, being an agent of chaos, sticking her—
Yeah, Les has the best take on this, where he helps people with immigration processes, and he'd tell anybody that ICE, and to get his words kind of in context, but possibly accepting that I might fuck up, he tells his clients to, you know, they're usually polite, and if you're polite with them, they'll be polite back. But if you give them a reason, they will shoot you and kill you. And he's been saying this for fucking years, it seems like. Like, it's not just some new fucking thing that he says. That's law enforcement in general. When I was a little kid, my mom would tell me, hey baby, if you have a meltdown in public, they might shoot and kill you. No one's gonna ask. It doesn't matter how you feel on the inside. It matters what people perceive from your outside. So, when you're yelling, screaming, crying, like me having a meltdown, and you're having a hard time communicating, it doesn't matter what the fuck you feel on the inside. It matters how people perceive it and what they're able to do within that constraint.
Her nose in something that is none of her business, right? Gaslit by Democrat Party and liberal rhetoric, claiming ISIS Gestapo, trying to defend illegal immigrants. She should not have been there. She should not have been involved, but she got herself involved. ICE gave her lawful orders to stop, to open up her vehicle, to open up her door, She chose not to do that. She tried to back up and then she tried to run off while the ICE agent was actively in front of her vehicle. Now again, I don't know her intentions. Doesn't matter. Because in that moment, as you can see here on video, the ICE agent is being struck by the front of the vehicle in self-defense. But I'm gonna tell you what this is. I know exactly what this is. Leftists can't admit the truth about this because admitting the
some leftists, not all leftists. There are weird people on the right and weird people on the left. I'm fortunate enough that the people I associate with on the left and the right are both appropriate people. They also don't mind that I'm a nonpartisan person who shits on all of it and thinks that partisanship is a fucking L for society.
Truth means that, hey, maybe we should stop all these riots and protests against ICE, right? They cannot come out here and admit the truth about this because admitting the truth means that, hey, yeah, we're not justified in the stuff that we're doing against ICE. And yeah, we can be killed for doing that, right?
I'm the eating rice party. It's better than like any of the partisan bullshit. It's literally just eating rice and being kind. And if you see a stranger, offer them rice.
But they don't want to admit that. They want the right to be able to do whatever they want to ICE without any consequences whatsoever. That's what they want. They want to be able to obstruct ICE as much as possible with no consequences. This is why they're upset. This is why they're
Well, the thing is, it's like not just the population of like random civilian goobers wants to obstruct folks. You'll see Mr. Waltz explicitly calling people like to obstruct, to get in the way. You'll see Mr. Mamdani trying to justify it and give people tips for how to avoid dealing with law enforcement in the most, what the fuck is it? The fucking random, the auditors, the fucking auditors. Holy shit, the fucking auditors. It's a bunch of fucking auditors now. Everyone's running around with their dicks out being a fucking amendment auditor. It's weird. I don't like it when anyone does it. It's weird.
Distorting reality. Right? This is why they can see a video that plain as day shows that this woman is at fault and say, oh, the ICE agent is a murderer. Right? And they'll come up with all these conspiracy theories and all these convoluted distortions of what happened in the video in order to make excuses for this woman because they want the ability to do this without any consequences. Right? They want ICE to be neutered. They don't want ICE to be able to fight back against them. This is ICE fighting back. And they don't want that. They don't want to.
This is not ICE fighting back. It is literally a person protecting their life and going back home safe. That is plain and simple. This isn't an organization fighting back. It's not an individual fighting back. It is go home to your fucking loved ones at the end of the day and don't fucking die out there. It's way more fucking simple. Holy shit.
Lose their lives participating in these riots and these protests. They want to be able to just do it unobstructed while they obstruct ICE. That is why they're distorting reality. When you understand that, you understand that these people are not acting in good faith. This is why they can watch a video like that and come to the wrong conclusion, right? That's why. Because it's about protecting what they see as their ability to obstruct. Admitting that this woman was wrong sends a message to these protesters, these activists, that, hey, if you obstruct, this can happen to you, right? And ICE, they're not gonna be punished for it. So that's why they want this ICE agent punished, right? Because if this ICE agent is actually punished and charged, what happens is that neuters ICE.
Like, if she were in the right, she could have just gone to court, gone to jail, and like eaten a dickhead about it. And folks in Canada are using this to show that a lot of people in the Canadian side of the social media are using it to an example of how the USA is being a dictatorship. That's weird. And Mr Piker being popular there, that makes sense. Again, like, she could have just gone to court. Like, she could have gotten arrested, gone to court, and been done with it. She didn't have to literally angle her wheels to and accelerate towards an officer of the law. She didn't have to accelerate towards them. She was responded to in a, I'm like, if I take out a baseball bat and charge a police officer, they should be expected to shoot me. That doesn't qualify as a dictatorship. That's just like very basic shit. A lot of this whole like people taking second degrees of information in, like people just listening to Mr. Piker about it, literally gets fixed if you shove the, and it's not saying that like you giving it to them is gonna work, but like a lot of times, if people just go out and look at things, read, and get, instead of clips, instead of people regurgitating points at them, if they just go, look, wait, listen, on their own, it breaks them out of this. I'm not saying anti-intellectualism is on a rampant rise, but I am saying that dumbass behaviors do be popping off sometimes.
Right? And that gives them more power to obstruct, okay? To carry out their agenda. It's all about power for them. This is a power struggle. And that's why they're distorting reality, because the reality of what happened in this video is a threat to their power, right? To their agenda. So that being said, Scott Jennings is going to give a reality check to the CNN panel who is boo-hooing and crying about what happened here.
Like, it's a shame that the family on both sides are going through shit. Like, the agent's family's getting shit for this. The agent has to live with this for the rest of their life. The woman's wife has to go through fucking the rest of her life without her partner. Their kids are now without a mum. The agent's family was about to be without a dad. Like, it's shitty. There's no fucking positive about it, but it's like clearly just fucking life. Asmon had a debate on this? Wait, what? No, I haven't seen them debate on this. Holy fuck, Asmon and Hassan both? Yo! Oh, Hassan tells people to literally, like, Hassan is outright told people to fucking perish. He tells people to die on Twitch and doesn't get banned for it left and right. Like, I only tell people to die when I'm playing a video game. I'm at least a reasonable person. I just wait till I'm playing a video game, then I scream, die, get on the ground, get put the fuck down, you fucking little whelp to people. But then again, if I'm playing PvP, I tell people good luck, have fun, good game, well played. I only tell people egregious things when it's single player and I'm playing alone and I'm talking to literally NPCs that can't hear me.
What's going on here? Well, they're all fair questions and should all be part of a legitimate investigation. I think that's what the American people would expect. I mean, a lot of people witnessed this. There have been a lot of witnesses on television today. We played some. I saw another interview with another witness who said that this lady in the van was the leader of a convoy that was attempting to impede and obstruct the road where legitimate law enforcement operations were taking place. I would also like to know if that is true, because that's what an eyewitness has said. If that is true, I think one of the questions we have to ask is, why are people believing that it is okay to create vehicle convoys for the purpose of impeding federal law enforcement? My suspicion is it's because they've been told by politicians that it is their responsibility to do so. It is in fact a felony to obstruct federal law enforcement activities. If you don't like the immigration laws, that's a legitimate position, but you don't change laws by creating convoys to obstruct law enforcement officers. You call the
facts. And see, this is the thing. If you want to point the blame at somebody, point the blame at the gaslighters, the people who gaslit this woman into doing this, which led to her losing her life. Those are the people that are actually responsible. She was gaslit. This woman was radicalized. If she was actually participating in obstructing ICE, that is radicalism. Because only a radicalized person would do something like that. So she was radicalized. And the radicalizers are the ones that are responsible. You know? These leftists are saying, oh, she was a mother with, kids.
Yeah, I'm also saying she was a mother with kids. Yeah, that's the thing everyone can say. That is very true. It is a shame what happens to her family. It is a shame what happens to the ICE officer. It is a shame what happens to everything. And she was impeding lawful fucking action. And it's a shame that the resultant event was her death. Because she could have just gone to fucking jail and then walked out of the jail and gone to court months later. Yes, she was scared. I have fucking sympathy and patience for that. But I understand how we get here too. Why the fuck are all these fucking professional dick nuggets fucking sitting around pantomiming like they're the one that's in the fucking coffin? Holy fuck, is there a round table of fucking cucks about to happen, or am I about to see something actually based?
I believe there's a story about how the father may have died before or something like that, and now the child's gonna be an orphan. It's like, well, that's something she should have thought about before participating in this. She should have thought about her family situation. She should have thought about, hey, what could possibly happen if I end up obstructing ICE, right? If I get in the middle of an ICE operation, what could possibly happen to me, right? Those are decisions that humans have to make every single day. Every single decision that you make in life, you need to think about the second, third, and fourth order effects of what you're doing, okay? You got to think about, okay, well, what could possibly happen if I participate in this activity? When you try to obstruct law enforcement, any type of negative or confrontational interaction with a law enforcement official could end up with you losing your life, right? It's very simple. She should have thought about all of that before she decided to do what she did.
This just harkens back to my mom telling child me, if my autistic ass has a meltdown in public, that someone might shoot me. It's not because it's right, not because it's fair. It's a warning that you give to people you love to remind them that their actions can have consequences that far exceed their ability to fucking cope with or understand at the point in time in which they're initiating those actions. And you say with love in your heart and the desire to see your family member walk back to you, it's a thing you should tell people that you love, not because it's meant to scare them, because you want to see them come home. Holy fuck.
Yeah. But again, individual responsibility and accountability is a foreign concept to these leftists. Unless it's a Trump supporter, by the way, right? If it's a Trump supporter, then all of a sudden, you know, hey, everything that happens to them is their fault, right? Even if it's, you know, them being assassinated for their free speech.
Politicians and ask them to change the laws. Political vigilantism is getting people killed. This lady should not be dead. I hate it that she is dead because this poor kid, as Anna said, is an orphan. I don't love in any way, shape, or form that someone is dead, but we have to ask ourselves hard questions about why people are putting themselves in these positions, and we've seen it all over the country.
Because they're Americans and they can't stand what they are seeing. I don't think it's.
Does that mean yeah, but it's not justified to obstruct law enforcement. You might not like it, but it doesn't mean it's justified. Not liking something does not mean that it's justified to obstruct law enforcement. I don't understand what these people don't understand about that. Just because you don't like something don't mean that you can obstruct.
Can impede a law enforcement officer?
No, but that wasn't the case on January 6th either, and they were pardoned. And just this week, they were marching down the street to the Capitol again. Why are you shaking your head?
Because this cannot be your go-to.
But no, I'm not saying that.
On January 6th,
I am pro law enforcement.
Democrats said we're pro law enforcement. Today they say they're Gestapo. Which is it? Which is it?
No.
And furthermore,
did this man really have to call anyone the Gestapo? Bro, there are people alive today who still lived through the war and plead with people to not use that language still. Like, respect the living and the dead enough to stop relating it to the fucking fresh blood on the ground of people who were tattooed during the Holocaust. What the fuck is wrong with this little dick motherfucker? See, I've never seen his dick, so I can talk about his dick. It's not a fucking private fact. And I'm not saying it to disparage him in a way where you should consider listening to him less. I'm just articulating how I feel about this man in the way that best fits with me. Some dumb autistic bitch on the internet at the fucking middle of the I can't play Fortnite apparently because my GPU has a VMem leak or some other shit's going on and I don't know why. Why is this little dick cuck-ass motherfucker?
On January 6th, when Ashley Babbitt was shot and killed by police as she was trying to get into the Capitol, they said that was justified. Right? They said that was just
is in danger. Should he be as strongly condemns Asmon's rhetoric? Well, why is he dressed like Fidel Castro? So he's dressed like Mao, Fidel Castro. Who's gonna be next? Stalin? He does more cosplay than Emaru.
I understand why Elon Musk, obviously from his position of power, gets away with saying, you know, of course ICE is going to kill whoever the fuck they want to kill, right?
Yeah.
Because that's Elon Musk. Elon Musk is never going to be in this situation. Even Asmongold most likely will never be in this situation.
The situation where I have to run over a police officer?
There's a large call for police to not even have firearms because they aren't properly trained and have issues with shooting punishment. With shooting, punishment should generally fit the crime. Like when NY Cop shot into a crowd to stop a person jumping in a turnstile. Here's the thing, this is federal law enforcement, not state law enforcement, not city law enforcement, right? Federal law enforcement being armed is one thing, and federal law enforcement having arms in this case shouldn't be challenged under the same context as city law enforcement. City law enforcement losing firearms is a city by city thing. State law enforcement losing firearms is different than city law enforcement. You got your state coppers, or is that one officer from that small town in that Washington video we watched? They said the state tombers instead of state troopers when the local officer was talking about the staties. So you'll see that there's drama between city officers, state officers, and federal officers. If your city's officers lose firearms, that's a city by city thing, and you need to like press your mayoral folks for that, and they need to hire a different agency that'll abide by that. If you want your state troopers to not have firearms, you need to press your state for that. And good luck telling federal law enforcement who has to deal with people literally drawing weapons on them constantly to not take guns.
Sir, why would I
Because
ever...
he never leaves his house, right? But Asmongold's audience could just as well have been in this situation.
So should the NYC officers who are shooting people over $3.25 have guns? Well, I don't know. Was the person fleeing after the fact? Because like a lot more comes into that than obliquely, yes, they got shot for $3.25. If they're fleeing, that changes it. If they're lashing out, that changes it. Like, I'm talking about what we have in the framework we currently fucking have. So with the framework we have at this time, yeah, there's exacerbating things they can do that may or may not impact this, that may or may not be relevant. So I don't fucking know. I wasn't there and I'm hearing about this now. So quite simply, like, I don't fucking know. The fuck were they doing? You got more info? Because I don't know what the fuck they were doing. What, were they like just, did they jump it and then they stood still and got shot? Were they jumping it and then like mid-jump they got plugged? Were they jumping it, got told to stop and then they ran? Like, is it ideal? No, but it lets you paint the landscape of what the fuck actually happened, because fleeing an officer, fucking trying to resist, those are wildly different fucking things, you know? Like, those are different things. One compounds one is an action that can result in a consequence, and the other one is a horrific act where someone loses their life, and there's like a metric that you can use to evaluate how we got there and if it was understandable or not. TLDR, any life lost is a fucking tragedy. Always. But it's not something simple. It's never one-dimensional. It's always unfortunately complex.
Yeah, and if one of my viewers decides to try to run over a federal officer in the process of trying to escape from a scene when they're being detained, you know what I'm gonna say? Rip bozo. I'm gonna say the same thing.
Easily. They could have been in the situation where they're like pro-ICE, for example, or terrified in general.
So I'm the one that's making people scared?
They were terrified. Okay, they were terrified of getting bullied. They were terrified of being cyberstalked. They were terrified in general.
So I'm the one that's making people scared? Then why is everybody retweeting me saying that they're glad that my parents are dead? I mean, all you have to do is go and look at the retweets and the replies of that one comment that I made. You're going to see people talking about like how much they hope I die, how much they hope my parents are dead, they hope they're in hell. Yeah, they're crazy. They're totally fucking unhinged. She was not trying to run him over. You are wrong in coping.
She may not have been intending to run the officer over, but her car was still accelerating while angled to the officer, so the resultant action makes sense. Is it great? No. Is it sad? Yeah. Is the mother gone? Yes. Do we have respect and love and compassion for their family members? All of them? Yes. The fuck is wrong with this like one-dimensional little dick tier 1 sub for 2 months, doesn't even fucking dole out enough fucking... He should be like, Hassan should be fucking Asmon's biggest fucking gifter already.
What would you have done in this situation when the police officers told you that you had to get out of the car? Just give it a minute. It's all right. It's fine. De-escalate and talk to her instead of immediately trying to force open the door? It wasn't appropriate by law in circumstances. Oh, that's not what I asked. So if the police come up to you and they say to stop the vehicle.
Oh yeah, Hassan subs to Asmon. He's been subbed for 2 months. I've been noticing this since it first happened. It's not the first time that he's wound up on Asmon's stream popping off on in chat. And it's really funny because I don't remember what the Twitch mod actions things mean in order, but I'm about to go check real fucking fast. Holy shit. What do each of these mean? Warnings, timeouts, and bans. So Hassan has been timed out twice and banned once from Asmon's chat.
And get out, what would you do?
This number has grown. It actually used to be 001. So he'd been banned once and timed out no time. He has gotten timed out twice since he was first featured on here as a chatter. That is funny as fuck. Bless.
What would you do? It's very simple. The guys are untrained, hopped up.
Thank you, Moon and Knight, for helping me learn that. Absolutely adore you. Outstanding chatter. I have lovely chatters. I don't have to do anything weird to them. My chatters are fucking dope as fuck. So I was able to scroll over here and be like, okay, warnings, timeouts, and bans. Again, my chatters are fucking outstanding. I never have a problem. All my fucking folks are great.
Up on fumes, I told you already. De-escalate and talk to her. No, you're talking. No, I'm not asking. Maybe he's confused. I'm saying if you were in the woman's shoes, if you were the one driving the car, what would you have done if you were in her situation and you were the one driving the car?
If I were in her situation, I'd do whatever I do when the police need to talk. I'm like, hello? And just wait and listen. That's like about it. I literally will just say something like, all right, hello. And half the time, it's them holding up traffic so I can walk across the street when I really should have gone to the sidewalk. But they're like, no. Traffic, stop your bitch asses. Stop, we're letting this fucking dumb bitch walk. And they just look at me and they smile and they're like, come on, you're fine. We got you. They're really sweet. Again, my officers are really awesome. And having officers that you have problems with are usually, it's usually a city by city issue. Again, your officers are hired by the city. If you don't like your officers, you really need to talk to your mayor. It's not a federal or a nationwide thing. Some officers are absolutely outstanding. Some have people with meth and guns in their town. Some have, some agencies choose to train like shit. What you need to do is find out why your city's employing them in a way that is substandard. It is really fucking simple. Weren't they trying to de-escalate and talk to her, though? Yes, they were. They were trying to get her to get out of the car. I've had to see this from, several angles, unfortunately. So I'm not walking into this blind. I'm just unaware that this fucking conversation happened. That's wild.
I'm not talking as the officer. I told you already the appropriate way of doing this by the LEO standards. You have. You've told me multiple times, but you haven't said what you would do. Because you know the answer to that, and it's obvious. You would have gotten out of the car like a normal person, and you would have said, okay, I'm going to comply with the police. That's what you would have done. But you don't want to answer that because it paints her in a bad light.
It should paint her in a bad light that she refused to follow a lawful order to get out of the fucking car and to stop the fucking car and to open the fucking door. They asked her to open the fucking door. She refused. She drove off into an officer. I don't think that means she was intending to kill someone, but she was still wielding a deadly weapon while escalating and accelerating towards a man who also has a family. And again, my biggest hopes and well wishes, every prayer in my fucking body goes out to the victim of the shooting and her family, the officer and their family, and every bystander that had to watch this. The rest of us opted in. Fuck us.
I would have driven away as well. Oh, he said, oh, you would have driven away as well, just as she was trying to do. Many people would have done the same. She was clearly trying to drive away. The person in power has the responsibility to de-escalate and do that. Listen, guys, anybody in the Assange chat, listen, I'm going to say this. Please, guys, do not take this advice. This is such a bad idea. I promise you, Hassan's got a lot of money. He's got tons of money. He can afford this. It's okay. But let me give you the person at the ISA car. No, again, we've seen this clip again. And there it is. Yes, obviously they hit him.
Get off the bike! Get off the bike! Get off the bike!
This is what usually happens, by the way. Went for the top 10 most insane police pursuits caught on body cam.
Now it's rush hour in Northville Township, where we dodge another car barreling through the intersection. Wilbur Hernandez was a...
Actually, I don't have my ticket book. We're still waiting on it, so that's it. And you also got lucky. I had to leave the PD earlier before I could get my bag, so I don't have my ticket book on me anyway. So I mean, that'll be a blessing, dude. There's two ways of having a waiting.
The third option.
Don't start the car, man. You drive away. Clear for you. Drive away.
Out, there was a third option.
Don't start the car, man. And drive away. .35, hold channel. I'm in pursuit down 4.
Imagine having to do a fucking pursuit while someone just bodied an officer with a car. That sounds worse.
What's the reason for the traffic stop? No, I got 2 sergeants gonna be mad. Hello. 9. Deal.
So this is what happens when you don't comply with their requests to pull the fuck over and open your fucking car door. One dude sped off even after he was pulled over, and most people just seem to drive into a point of oblivion where they're risking other people's lives. This is why you fucking comply and get the fuck out of your fucking car. I don't do anything shady, and if they show up at my door, because one time my watch called the fucking emergency services because I thought I fell when I was in the middle of a dream. They roll up at my door at 3 a.m, and I'm just like all discombobulated. My hair's messy. I'm looking sloppy. I barely have fixed my shirt so my tits weren't poking out. And I go to the door and I just ask, "Hello, how are you?" If I slammed the fucking door, they would have thought someone was being kidnapped in the house and came down and shot me and everything in it. Like, the fuck do people think? No, you just fucking comply and listen. Like, they're doing their fucking job. They have to deal with a myriad of things, from children calling them because it's a fake emergency. You said most cops aren't smart enough to lay back and not force an accident. That's really generalizing because, again, they're hired by city and it doesn't necessarily make the whole of them dumb. That's possibly your officers and your mayor and the people that vote for your mayor not pushing for better changes, actually. Sorry to be terse with you, but that is oftentimes a city by city incident where you have people that don't fucking think, electing people who don't fucking think, hiring a police agency that doesn't fucking think. Talk to your fucking fellow voters. I don't fucking know. That's on you.
Driving on the wrong side of the interstate. 40 use the corner. Direction of travel.
Also, bringing up how, in your words, most cops aren't smart enough to lay back and not force an accident. That's kind of not really at all a reasonable statement with what we've seen.
Yeah, let's not even get
That's just kind of literally you generalizing this group of people. It's like me saying all chatters tends to not eat enough rice and should eat more rice and have some veggies with their fucking rice. Or like me saying everyone in chat doesn't have enough purple cabbage. Or like me saying everyone in chat's parents probably fucked. That one's probably accurate. Sorry. All of our parents did fuck. That's how we got born. You're welcome.
Into that. Please, guys, do not take his advice. If a law can afford this, it's okay. Do not driven away as well, just as she was trying to do. Many people would have done the same. She was clearly trying to drive away. The person in power has the responsibility to de-escalate and do that. Listen, guys, anybody in the Assange chat, listen, I'm going to say this. Please, guys, do not take this advice. This is such a bad idea. I promise you, Hassan's got a lot of money. He's got tons of money. He can afford this. It's okay. But let me give you the person at the EDSA car. No, again, we've seen this clip again. And there it is. Yes, obviously they hit him. Yeah, let's not even get into that. Please, guys, do not take his advice. If a law enforcement officer tells you to stop the vehicle and to, get out of the car, do not randomly drive away. You will ruin your life. They're going to find you. They'll run your plates. They're going to arrest you. You're going to have to go to court. You're going to go to jail. Potentially. Maybe you won't. It will fuck up your whole life. Do not do this. Sorry. Comply or die. Always W. Okay, you're getting untimed out, all right? You can keep posting a 5-pixel video for Cope all you want. The dude clearly had no right to shoot her. Okay. Can somebody find the video? And we'll see about this. I'll see if I can find a video that's like more zoomed in. Let me see if this is it or not. No, it's I've got to find the one that's closer. And then we can look at it to get on the look at. Yeah, I had it open. I don't know where it is again. Is there an instance where you don't automatically defend ice kills? Yeah, I would say if they're not trying to kill the officer, I would defend it. Yeah, sure. I'd say I wouldn't defend it. Yeah. ICE has no legal authority to ever even detain American citizens, by the way.
Sorry, you said the bad are usually the minority on the death end. Bring something to substantiate that outside of just words and vibes. I'm not saying you can't. I'm just saying before you start slinging that around, it really benefits you to actually have some shit to stand on. Otherwise, that's what I would call very fucking lazy hun bun McFun run. Like, saying the majority or minority of any group is a generalizing statement at the very crux of it. And all I'm asking you to do is bring enough shit to stand on with it. That's all. If you're gonna say that, bring something to lean on outside of just a fucking word in a moment in a chat. Like, that's lazy as piss. And I'm pointing it out so you can work on it, not because you're doing anything foul, but because it's fucking weak to stand on nothing and try to stand for something.
In the law. And as far as I know, it's against the law to try to run over somebody. It's against the law to run somebody over. Now, I don't know about that, but I think it is. You can change the convo all you want, like you did. And so anyway, no, it's very obvious. How do you... And also, here's another thing. I'll ask Hassan one more question. How do you justify that she wasn't trying to run him over when the wheels were spinning forward and he was in front of the car? How do you justify that?
Sorry, so the bad are a minority of cases, but the majority of captured deaths, and the good are silent, because no one fucking talks about the good stops, would be the most succinct way to ever put this entirely. So when you see a bad event, yeah, out of the majority of shitty events are shitty actors, and the good ones you never fucking hear about. So...
Wheels were spinning, he was directly in front of the car. Slow-mo video, is this it? Let me see if I can find it. I don't know if this is the good version or not. I can tell you, but you only favor this dynamic when you can control the conversation. Yeah, obviously. Yeah, of course. That's why I'm doing it. Yeah, of course. Yeah, duh. I mean, this is a big secret. Like, yeah, obviously. Yeah, that video isn't very good. It's not that... Damn it, I'm trying to remember which one I had open. Yeah, because I had one before. Just give me 1 second. I'm trying to see if this is it. Okay, this isn't a very good angle. I had a better angle before, but we'll use this. Okay. So, and by the way, actually, you know what? Before I show the video, I will show the video. We're going to look at it in slow motion. But was he in front of the car or not? Was he in front of the car or not? And we'll show it.
What do you mean by good I reread?
Show the slow motion and walk us step by step. Show the wheels turning to the right. If someone was trying to kill the agents, their wheels would have turned to the left or the right. I don't think that she was trying to kill the agent. I think that she didn't care whether she hurt the agent in the process of her escaping. Does that make sense? This is the video. Is that it? Let me see if I find it. Let me make sure if this is the right one. Okay. And I'm going to put it right here, and then I'm going to put it at 0.25, okay? That way we can go frame by frame. Okay. So you can see very clearly they tried to get into the car. And there's an officer, by the way, I want you guys to keep in mind, there's an officer here that you can't even see. That's how, oh yeah, I'll make it full screen. Okay. So there's an officer right here that's not even in the frame because of how in front of the car he is. And he's trying to move. Yes, the car is in reverse. And you can see that the light right here is in reverse because the car is...
Okay, I misread you. Okie dokie. No, I didn't reread it till just now, actually.
It's moving backwards. Somebody's linking another one. Sorry, I'm getting distracted. Yeah, I've seen that. That one's a little bit... Yeah, actually, that one's a pretty good. That's a better quality. We're not going to look at this one yet, okay? Well, you can see it right here. Let's go. Okay, so watch this wheel. And you can see very clearly the light turns off. You can see the light turns off, which means that she shifted gears. Light turns off. Okay. Circle the guy in the front. Yes, okay. And then so we see the guy in the front is right there. There he is, and he's coming over to here. All right.
He's in the hospital, by the way.
We're going to play it again. And you can see at this point, now she's revving the engine. So he's in front of the car. He's standing directly in front of the car. She's revving the engine. And he can hear the wheels turning. And he's in front of the car. Right now, he is in front of the car. No brake lights. Yes, there's no brake lights, as you can see here. And then you'll see right here, the wheels are turning with the officer who is directly in front of the vehicle. Directly in front. You see those wheels turning right there? Man. Not so good.
Pull him up. Pull him up.
Keep playing it?
Pull him
Yeah,
up.
I will.
Pull him up.
Okay, now
Pull him
I'll
up.
play it all the way through.
When's Asmon gonna pull him
So
back
you can
up?
see right there, he can see and hear, right, that she's trying to pull forward.
When is
and
Asmon
so he
Gold
gets out
gonna
of the
pull
way.
him back up? What the heck? Put Hassan back on screen. I want to see the moment that he fucking has to eat shit.
Okay, so she doesn't run him over. And then he shoots her. There it is. Man. Too bad, huh? Too bad. So, that's what I think happened. And also, here's another question. Let's engage. That's why you won't play the video uninterrupted. Okay, all right, fine. I'm going to play the video uninterrupted, okay? Here. Go ahead.
Wow. Bro actually got up and did a chair react. That is beautiful. Hassan, once the video played, Asmon chair reacts, I sit here, I've got my rice. I need to go for more of it, or else I'd be eating rice right now and doing the Hassan thing of eating rice on stream. But Hassan is a bit of a moron, you say? The wheels are turned right, but had to get around the truck. This truck, while there's the officer still right here. Like, this officer got hit by the car. Like, they actually make contact with the officer. Officer's here, a bit in space, bit in front of the fucking driver's seat. Wheels are still angled forward. Officer has to look up and make sure there's no one else going to get hit with a bullet. Eyes can't go down here. Cone of vision doesn't facilitate. Now we're talking about shit in time that is hitting what people... now we're hitting the kind of time differentials where your little MPG gamers have to make like split-second decisions and still can't. Like, this person who got hit by a car is affixing their aim and making sure that there's nothing else going to get hit by this.
All right.
You're saying they walked off just fine? They got collided with by the car. Like, the fuck are you doing? That was a leg getting brushed off by a car. Walked off just fine is irrelevant. Walked off just fine is the difference between analyzing shock on the fucking streets as a random naive observer or a doctor seeing it. Walked off just fine is the most fucking oversimplified statement you can make about this. Just fine is walking through shock. Just fine is what people call walking with a fucking punctured lung. We don't know what the fuck happened outside if they were hit by a car and they're in the hospital. And this was the car that hit them. And if you do look towards their leg, you can see their leg get pushed over with the rest of their mass by the car.
All right. Completely uninterrupted, no commentary.
Free Kaya.
I wasn't even in the room. What's the excuse now? She was never revving the engine. This is a lie. So what happens when you put your foot on the gas?
Oh. It doesn't matter if an officer walks off just fine. If I charge them with a baseball bat covered in spikes, it matters that I charged them with a baseball bat covered in spikes.
What? Then why'd the wheels turn? What do you do? Why are you doing this to yourself? What are you doing? Like, I don't even understand this. Yeah, maybe he has an automatic Tesla? Is that it? Yeah, he's got a Tesla. He doesn't understand. Oh my god. She went forward after moving her wheels to the right, away from the agent. She did. She did. You're right. Shoot it. And I don't think that she was trying. Her main goal was to get away from the scene of the crime, which, by the way, is also another felony, okay? It's against the law. You can't have people running away from the police. But...
yeah, no, that's why I started this with why she was clearly scared. And I don't think she might have been intending to murder a man. But she still, like, again, when you even brought up, like, people jumping turnstiles in New York City to avoid $3.25 fees, it's like, okay, well, did they shoot the person when they jumped? Or did they shoot them when they told them to stop? All of this is happening after she was already told to stop and disobeyed a lawful order from the police. These are federal police. She's disregarding them.
She wasn't trying to run the officer over. She just thought that it was okay if she did.
Okay, so you saying it shouldn't be okay ever they shot into a crowd for the NY event? Again, I'm not even to that point yet. I'm asking if the reason they shot was initiated by someone fleeing or the initial jump itself. That's all I'm asking. We haven't even gotten to that bridge yet. And because that delineates if it's even beginning to be reasonable why they shot. So until we hit that bridge, there's no other bridge to encounter yet.
Did it. That's it. Yeah, she's fleeing the scene, and she ran the officer over in the process of doing that. Oh, Jesus, got timed out again. Oh, now the goalposts are moving?
Oh, Hassan gets auto-timed out Oh, maybe he's not. Yeah, Fossabot's timing him out for one man spamming. So it's not necessarily even Asmon's mods timing him out. It's literally Fossabot doing it. Oh my gosh.
Oh my god. Okay. Let me ask you a question. You've asked me a lot of questions. You're in my chat. Should an ICE officer be able to defend himself from a threat of deadly violence? If he believes his life is in danger, should he be able to respond with deadly force? When we started ICE about to shoot it? Well, of course not, because I wouldn't move the goalposts in there. Absolutely not in this case. So, okay, so there are no cases where ICE agents should be able to defend themselves whenever they're being, basically attacked. And the reason why I asked Hassan this question, here's the reason why I didn't say that. Okay, all right, you didn't say that. That's fine. All right, fine. So, should an ICE agent...
This is going to be Schrodinger's was the life in danger, isn't it? Because, until you open the box, you don't know if the life was in danger to begin with. And everything else around that is pantomiming. So there's multiple angles of camera release that do indicate that there was a reason to be concerned. There's a lot of camera releases that are trying to stipulate that it wasn't appropriate. Y'all realize this is where the attorney is supposed to present how they can perceive, how the officer could perceive that it was a reasonable threat. And then if it's a jury trial, etc., or a judge where they have to decide if from the information they had at the time, is it reasonable that they suspected it to be a threat against their life or not? And none of us are there. Well, if we get this, and if we can understand this, the fuck is up with this little bitch?
Be able to defend himself.
I mean, I'm a dumb bitch and I get this.
When his life is in danger. In this case. I didn't ask about this case. I know what your opinion is about this case. We all know that. You've tweeted about it 10 times. Israel did it. We get it. I'm talking about in general. But in this case, his life was in danger, therefore it's relevant. The reason why I'm asking you this, I don't know why you keep getting timed out, but please stop one man spamming.
I mean, he knows why Asmon knows why Hassan's getting timed out. He probably just hasn't, it's probably because he has the VIP badge, the mod badge. Is the star of the mod badge on? I'm pretty fucking sure. I don't fucking know. Moonanite, I'm sorry, you gotta be my test subject. How do I mod your ass? Is this what that is? Is that what that does? I don't fucking know. The fuck is this? Do you have a star now? Ah, it's a sword. Fuck. Well, guess you're a sword now. Sucks. Okay, wait, no, you're a test subject now, I'm sorry. Okay, so... whoa, I have no fucking idea. Stars VIP, that's correct. What's the diamonds? It's a gifter, right? I don't fucking remember. I tell people not to give me money. I don't know. I know the rest of them are events, and that's dope. This one's verified. So the little checkbox is verified. The rest are events. The fucking Prime sub thing is there. He's got 19 of them. How does he have 2 19 ones? The fuck is one for streaming, one for being a viewer or some shit? What the fuck is this? The fuck is this, man? He went to TwitchCon Paris or some shit? That is banana. What's the fucking rose one? Holy shit.
So,
them be looking pretty. Risk of Rain Returns, one hell of a game.
The reason why I'm asking you this is very simple. It's because I think that you're exercising a bias against ICE agents. I think that you don't like what's happening and the ICE agents that are out there doing it in general. And I think that you don't want to admit that an ICE agent should be able to defend themselves if there's something that's happening that endangers their life. But you don't want to answer that question and acknowledge that because you actually, in my opinion, this is my opinion, right? This is what I think, is that I think that you agree with this happening and you think it's okay because you don't like ICE. That's what I think you're doing. I don't like when ICE agents kill a random 30-year-old neighbor's desk. See, this works very well on Twitter. I don't like when ICE agents who are untrained kill random Americans. Why do you? Why do you like when ICE agents kill random Americans? I don't like when people flee from the scene of the crime and try to and run somebody over in the process. I mean, like, you can go back and forth about this over and over and over, and you can...
I think star is... This is when I make a star is because his mom brings him salad midstream, honestly. That's what I think. I think the star is because his mom brings him salad in the middle of his stream.
Make these emotional plays, but this is what I think you're doing. I think that you're just trying to come up with a permission structure that basically justifies people being violent and aggressive and dangerous to ICE. What crime?
If she brings ranch with the salad, that's reprehensible. Every salad should be served with kimchi, and a side of that's good enough, cry over it later. And if you really don't want your kimchi, you can have salsa. And if you don't want kimchi or salsa, you can put a bit of tamari on it and a bit of fucking salt. Cry more. Vinaigrette if you really feel fancy. Anything else, summary executions at noon.
Oh my god.
I'm not actually advocating for summary execution depending on salad dressing tastes. I'm just enacting it in my house. I'm double kidding, it's fine.
What is this here? What senses of the crime? I don't know. I don't. That's crazy. That's crazy. What was the scene of the crime?
If your breathing's doing okay after what's been going on, but your heart feels like shit, I'm just gonna plead with you to talk to your doctor. I have very little power to make you do anything. I can cry, I can whine, I can bleat, I can bitch, I can complain. But my only complaint is that I can't be fucking whiny enough, and that I can't just send you there by force. Be okay, be safe. I'm a little concerned, not a lot concerned about your ass. Be okay. Well, call the fucking emergency nurse if you can, like something. I have no fucking idea. Find someone who's qualified, gives a fuck, and listens to your concerns. 'Cause fuck.
She was fleeing. The police were trying to detain her. She was trying to block the road, as far as I know, and the police were trying to detain her and stop her. You think you should just be able to drive away from the police? Yeah, obstruction of justice. Yeah, why was she there? Failure to comply? Yeah, you have to comply with a police officer. Very obviously, you have to comply with the police officer. She turned the wheels right when she saw the officer pull out the weapon, not before. If the officer did not pull out the gun, she may not have turned out her wheels at all. Maybe, I don't know. They are ICE. They don't have legal grounds to stop someone and detain them when they're American citizens. So you think ICE can't detain anybody, even people that are trying to actively block them? Like, I don't know if that's true or not. I have no idea. I'm not going to argue with you about this, right? I have no idea. But I think it's probably not true, but I'm not going to go and look this up and figure it out. I'm sure we can listen, how about this? If what you're saying isn't true, we can make a little clip. You've seen the clips. You get a lot of views on my clip channel. You got to keep this up. You're doing a great job. And so we'll add in the little law, and it'll say right there where it is. It's technically a legal gray area. Why are you running your mouth? You don't know? Because it's obvious. It's obvious that you shouldn't try to run over a police officer when you're escaping the scene. It's obvious that you shouldn't do that. You have multiple police officers trying to stop you, and then you turn the vehicle around, and you start trying to drive in a direction, and you accident. Why are you doing it again? Like you're wrong about Mahmoud Kalil? I wasn't wrong. But you were right. They didn't do anything about that. They didn't. I still think they should deport him. I do. I still think they should deport him. And I am mad at the government for making you right. Because I think they should have absolutely deported him. 100%. I'm not mad at you. I'm mad at the government. It was a joke. What about ism? Yeah, that's not even a point, though. But anyway, please ban the chatter. No, it's fine. Oh, geez, he got timed out again. Yes, you were. He has the legal right to free speech, whether a green card or American citizen. Well, that's not what I read. That's not what I read. Yeah, I don't know. It's not what I saw. I saw it pretty plain and simple that you're not able to do that. And it said that the state of fucking, the head of state, or was it a fucking, I'm trying to remember what the title was. But anyway, the Secretary of State. Yeah, Secretary of State, sure. And Secretary of State can remove some.
Yeah, at least the title of the fucking member wasn't head of talking about their ex's penis size on a stream with some other dude. That would be a wild one. Shout out to whoever that bitch was. At least that surprise witness covered her nicely. Respectfully. Meanwhile, I just called her a whore constantly. I stand by my choices.
Buddy, for whatever reason, yeah. And so anyway, what is October 7th, never forget? Well, that's something different. Physical interference, touching, blocking, or physically impeding an ICE officer's lawful duty can lead to arrest for obstruction or assault. Well, obviously that's the case. Here we go again. From the chart, these actions can justify detention or arrest under such statutes: assaulting, resisting, or impeding federal officers, obstructing federal processes, harboring or assisting unlawful presence. Okay. First Amendment is a right for all. You were wrong. You didn't read anything. Well, I did. And in my opinion, this is my opinion, not the law. This is my opinion. I don't think we need to be importing foreign agitators from other countries to bring their conflicts and start trouble in our country. I think we already have people like you. You're a citizen. You're a problem, and I think that we have our hands full dealing with you, and we don't need to import more people that think this already. We already have a bunch of problems already. I don't want to import more problems. Is this crazy for me to say? I don't think it is. Jesus. Okay, but anyway, we saw the wheels turn. It is undeniable. We'll look at it one more time. Okay, we're going to look at it one more time. You can see right here, the brake lights go off, and then the officer is still right in front of the vehicle. The wheels are now turning, and the police officer has to get away from this front of the vehicle.
Lucky for me will always be a small stream because I wish the best for the victim and the aggressor's families. And so, lucky for me, I mean, we don't have to deal with many people, or else worse off, we'd have people like Mr. Piker running through. Ooh, would I lose my titties? I'd just fucking immediately disembowel my titties off just to get away from it. Ooh-wee. I don't need my tits if it can get me away from it, from bullshit about reductive nonsense people. That would be good. Should probably never be standing in front of a vehicle regardless. I mean, yeah, it really helps if you're fucking not in the position of an officer trying to actually de-escalate someone and surround a vehicle. You don't have to deal with that consideration. Yeah, that makes if you don't have to, if your job isn't to deal with people doing shit like this, deal with people who are trying to flee a scene of a crime. If you don't have faith in people that when you ask them to follow a lawful order, fucking open their door. If you have faith in people to not do that, I mean, I suppose you could easily get in front of a car. My point being, they probably believed in this person to listen when they were spoken to and to follow the fucking law. Also saying that you shouldn't be in front of a car, ever. Well, you walk in front of cars when you walk through a fucking parking lot, and you have to go in front of or behind of a car that's already pulled in somewhere. You don't know if they're about to gun it. The point being, most people pay a fucking attention and try not to, exacerbate an already fucked up situation. This lady did. There's a multitude of times where you're going to quite technically be in front of another car, and how you respond to that situation and how others respond to the presence of you being there are meaningful, more so than the presence of you just being in front of a car. Every time you walk through a fucking parking lot, you're going in front of a lot of fucking cars. So, You probably shouldn't be. No one should drive. I should ban cars. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna ban cars everywhere. Fuck them. I can't drive them. I can't drive. Why the fuck can y'all? Fuck it. No more driving. You wanna go somewhere, walk there. Have fun with your fucking 5-minute cities.
Because if he's in front of the vehicle, she would have run him over while she was fleeing the scene because she was being detained by the police officers because she was trying to impede a federal investigation by using her car to block the road. And she got shot. Shouldn't have done it. We'll see who's right when the body cam comes out. That's true, too. I do think they should have body cams. I think they should absolutely have body cams, and they should make sure that anybody that's doing this, they're gonna evaluate, they're gonna look through everything for sure. There's a reason why you retreat to your general self-defiance argument for all ICE agents, because you know she was moving away when she got shot. Okay. I mean, I looked at it right there in front of there. It was so obvious. It's so obvious. Don't believe your lying eyes. Don't believe moving away by the wheels turning in his immediate direction. Just give it up, man. Just give it up.
If you're in a parking lot and walking behind a running vehicle, you're pretty cautious because people are dumb. Yeah, I mean, you don't have human error without humans, tell you that much. And also, kind of hard to see certain blind spots. Well, that person's not in a blind spot. They are in the part of the car where you can see things, called the front of it. And also, they were asked to stop. It really doesn't matter. Like, none of that shit matters. They were asked to stop before they even accelerated. They were asked to stop before they backed up. They were asked to stop before they turned the wheels. They were asked to stop before they drove into someone. They were asked to stop, pulled the car back, reoriented it, drove forward, hit a man.
Watch the new angle. I'll see if there's a... You're doing that? Okay. Somebody did say there's another angle. What is this? This is another version of it? All right, let me see what this version is. I don't know if this one doesn't seem like it's new. This is a higher quality. This is why it's so important to comply with the police, by the way. And so if you ever have the police that try to detain you, or they tell you to stop or to get out of the vehicle, and there are people with guns pointed at you that have guns, and then you, for some reason, tell yourself, I know what the good idea is. I'm going to drive through them. You're going to have a bad time. Do not take his advice. Take my advice. Don't do that. You can, and if it was a...
You don't even have to take Asmon's advice. You don't have to take Hassan's advice. You do have to take mine. Just listen, be polite, just ask how they're doing, and you'll make it a lot further. Like, just, hello, how are you? You'll get so much further. Holy fuck, it's like a cheat code to life. You want free drugs? Free passes by the... Not from the police, but, like, you want free passes from the police? Hello, how are you? You want free drugs from your random neighborhood dealer? Hello, how are you? You want free fucking rice from me? Hello, how are you? I might answer in a snide fashion. I might not want to engage the hello, how are you? But I'll at the very least fucking be like, shut the fuck up, here's some rice. Don't talk to me. I'm at least gonna meet you halfway. I was raised right.
A wrongful detainment, settle it in court. It's always better to settle something like this in court than have to get shot or something like that happen. Exactly. You think you were wrongfully detained, you can take it to court, use the system as it was intended. Absolutely. So yeah, there you go. And what is this? Your dead dad hated you, wishing you died, wishing you weren't born, bro. Bro, you need to get help. What are you doing? You're talking about my dad? Jesus Christ. What is wrong with you? Seek help, man. Seek help.
People are too afraid to call it out. People are too afraid to say, what the fuck are you saying? This is...
You're right. People are too afraid of doing this, but they're so afraid of it. They're constantly sending me death threats and, like invoking my dead parents. You're right. That's totally... But it's actually you guys that are the victims. Oh, yeah.
Completely ridiculous.
Oh, God. Man. So I'm simultaneously ineffective and I'm also dominating the discourse. Well, that's nice. Anyway, I've got to go do some stuff. I'll be back on tomorrow. Thanks a lot for watching today, guys. Hopefully tomorrow we'll be able to cover everything else. So, yeah, I hope everybody had a good time today. And, shit, that's about it. All right, guys. Until next time, boys. Peace. See ya.
Thank you so much for showing me that there was an Asmon video on this. That was bananas. Sorry, and you're saying one shot was in the windshield, 2 in the window, right? To my understanding, all I am abreast of is the one shot through the window. Because I don't want to misspeak and say like some shit I'm not positive of. I'm just going to say that what I am aware of is the front window, the very front of the car, having a bullet hole in it. And again, my heart goes out to everyone's family involved, including the scared person who ran over, who ran over an officer.
Here's another thing.
Like,
I'll ask Hassan.
No way in hell where that's a good time for anyone. I send my best and my heart to all of them. May they all find okay. May they all be all right. Maybe they won't be okay today. Maybe they're going to cry for the next year. But you know what? My heart goes out to everyone whose family's involved, the whole of their families, everyone. Because it fucking sucks. And someone's lost someone. Someone never gets someone back. Someone's life is now upset indefinitely. It just sucks, okay? It absolutely sucks ass. None of this is great. None of it's good. All of it sucks. All of it. Every fucking bit of it. Every ounce, every breath of it, every second of it. All of it's fucked. And no one comes back when they're gone. So it sucks. So it sucks. So it sucks. So it sucks. I need the fucking little like bar thing to work on this man's video because I'm hoping he's got what I'm looking for in it. Else I have to go hounding down through X. Is it done buffering weird? Nope. I'm trying to find it as well. Like, off of the thing. What do they do with their assets on this shit? Oh my gosh. Hold on. Give me a second. I gotta do some shady shit to somebody's shit. One moment, please. I've got to be a bad bitch. May as well call me bad bitch. I don't give a. I don't give a. I don't give a hoot. What do I not give a hoot about? That I get to like, you know, subvert their fucking ad blocking bullshit. I mean, I'll link the post from the AP, but I'm not gonna like have the rest of their photos on the screen. Because some of them get remarkably gory, so we're just gonna not. So all I am abreast of for certain is this. And you were asking 1 shot through the window, 2 through the window, sorry, 1 shot through the windshield, 2 in the window. Don't know. I know about this. Which isn't a blind spot. Actually, this kind of takes away the blind spot thing entirely, huh? Anyways.
We get to go over a update. The update was filed January 6, 2026. I'm going to read you the update right now, then we'll talk more about it. Clerks noted.
After less is done and/or I lose this run of Risk of Rain, I'll be hopping offline. I like RORR so much. I used to play ROR2 with one of my friends a lot. Like, I have a lot of hours in it from playing with this one dude. There's a reason I don't play much ROR2 anymore. Well, there goes that Risk of Rain 2 run, or Returns run. Oh, fuck that. Ew, because I need to, like, legitimately restart, and I need to clear up VRAM bullshit after stream anyway, and I want to play Fortnite before it gets super late, so I'll end up eating rice and playing Fortnite, if y'all gave a fuck about what weird shit I do when I'm on my own. Long format game? Yeah, but we like long format games, you know that. You play them too. Teeth brush about bedtime for you? Based. I'm gonna have some more rice, play some Fortnite, then brush my teeth after my timer for 30 minutes goes off. Because whenever I have a snack before bed, I make sure my 30-minute timer goes off before I brush, so I don't use the acid on my teeth to wear away my tooth parts more. I'm proud of you for brushing your teeth and getting on your shit. Proud of you. Good to know you. Glad for you. Thank you for taking care of my friend.
Consent or declination. Plaintiff and movement shall file a consent or declination to proceed before a magistrate judge by January 20th, 2026. Note that any party is free to withhold consent to proceed before a magistrate judge without adverse substantial consequences. The forms are available, yada yada, and it is a text-generated order only, so there is no PDFs or files for us to look at. Now, when you go on the website, there's a lot of forums. It's kind of a generic website. It's not going to take.
What's your favorite flavor of toothpaste? Because mine is the honeydew melon flavor. I use honeydew melon flavor toothpaste the most. It's my favorite. I don't like mint very much. I like honeydew.
You to the exact form. Then the question becomes, what does this mean? What does this text mean? It is very critical. So this is standard procedure in a federal court, which they are in. Specifically from the URL, this is the Northern District.
Yeah, lucky for me, the honeydew is the same price as the mint oftentimes. Because fuck do I love my honeydew. If someone presented me with a blueberry flavored toothpaste, I'd probably just like shove it back at them and say, excuse me.
Of California. So different courts will have different forms, so there's not like one form. You have to make sure that you're using the correct forms, and that's why they gave you the URL. In short, the court is asking whether or not you want a magistrate judge. So what's the other option? So if you don't go with a magistrate judge, the other option.
Cinnamon mint sounds like a sin. For toothpaste, I'm sorry. It sounds kind of tasty at first, but it sounds like you're about to be brushing your teeth with like the closest thing to Fireball that I can imagine. So, I mean, good on you for surviving it. I probably would have died crying that fucking moment too. Holy shit.
Is a district judge. Now, what's the difference between a magistrate judge and a district judge? We'll go over that very shortly. So consent versus declination. Consent, you agree to let a magistrate judge handle everything in the case, including the final trial and entering a final judgment. Declination, you request the case be assigned or remain assigned to a district judge. So if you're trying to prolong this, you would choose a district judge, and we'll get into why the district judge often has much longer wait times. District judges are appointed for life by the president. That's how you become a district judge. Magistrate judges are appointed by the court for 8 years, 8-year terms to assist the district judge. If you decline magistrate jurisdiction, a district judge will be the primary judge, though they may still send small tasks like discovery disputes to a magistrate judge. So in terms of hierarchy, the district judge is above the magistrate judge, and even if you do throw up to the district judge, they could still rely on the magistrate judge for understanding in the case. Most importantly, without adverse substantive consequences. So this is the legal protection for you. It means the court does not care which one you choose, and it cannot hold a grudge. So the magistrate judge, because you decline him, he's not supposed to hold a grudge against you, right? Even if the district judge then wants the magistrate judge to do most of the work. And that's fair, right? So they're actually not going to tell you who declined or who accepted. If you decline the magistrate judge, and because you want a district judge, the court will not hold it against you. The judge will not be insulted, and it will not hurt your chance of winning this case. So this is a constitutional right, and we want people to be able to apply that right. So if you want a district judge, and we want you to say, hey, I want a district judge, without having offended the magistrate judge, because the magistrate judge may still be a very critical part of your case. Now, why would someone consent, right? Many lawyers, and I would say more than 50%, choose to consent to a magistrate judge because of the speed. Magistrate judges have smaller caseloads, and their case can go to trial much faster because smaller caseloads, and certainty. So if you consent, you usually get a firm trial date. District judges prioritize criminal cases. Criminal cases have a constitutional requirement of a speedy trial. So many times when you go over a district judge, let's say there's like a death row case, not death row, we're in California. Let's say there is a murder case or a homicide. That's going to get first crack. That's going to just jump straight in line, and it will push back any of the civil trials. There is very often, especially in California, given the district judge's court load, which is very heavy, that there will be many delays and many times that certain discovery dates or deadlines get pushed back. Why would anyone decline? Some people like district judges for complex constitutional issues, or simply because it's like a tenured professor versus like a non-tenured professor. Everyone wants tenure, right? So like, let's say you're a student and I went to NYU. Let's say you went to NYU and you saw like two different professors teaching the same course. One is tenured and one is not. You would think the tenured professor would be better, but you never know, right? So in the same way with the district, there's the presumption that the tenured judge would be better. But again, you probably have to look at a case by case. But as a generally speaking, for complex issues, a tenured judge would be better because they've seen more issues, they've seen more cases, and they're basically there for an entire life. They were appointed; they're going to be there for a long time. The magistrate judge, after 8 years, they could maybe not be appointed more. There could be something that happens after 8 years where they're not going to be around anymore. So what is the text-only entry, no document associated? It means that this is just the clerk typing in the electronic docket, and there is a formal letter. So it essentially just means, hey, we're not going to make a big deal of it. There's not going to be a PDF file for me to read. That's what it means for us. Okay, so going back to this case, this is a tricky decision, right? Do you want a magistrate judge or do you want a district judge? And I always think...
Peace out, Goober. Take care. I'll be offline soon anyway. I got rice to eat, as you know, so take care of yourself. Please, please, please. I don't know, look into calling like one of those nurse hotlines or something, or speaking to someone who can help you reduce the litany of things you have to describe into a concise list of concerns, maybe. I don't know. I wish the best to you. I appreciate you. I want the best for you, so be okay. Please.
For constitutional questions, and if this is a question about First Amendment, they're going to go with the district judge, and this is going to take longer. This is going to be more stressful for the move-ins, which would be the age-free Snark Mods. They're barely keeping it together. From their own description of their own lawyer, Leia, they're not doing well mentally. They are very stressed out. I think one of them mentioned they haven't had any sleep since this lawsuit started. Now, if they go to the district judge, this could drag out for, God, hopefully not, but a year or more just to get a subpoena. And then if you do get the subpoena or not, then it's up to Reddit to decide if they want to argue against the subpoena. In that case, Reddit would be arguing for age-free mods to keep their identity secret. And then you might have another big trial about that. And so we'll see. Typically speaking, Reddit, after a court order, will give the information. It seems like Reddit is acting a little differently here because Reddit's attorney has contacted Ethan's attorney, and he's already mentioned First Amendment concerns, which would, of course, be a trial. Now, will Reddit spend money on it? There's something a little weird going on because if Reddit's lawyer was good, and you have to assume Reddit's lawyer is good, that Reddit has a lot of money, so they hired a great lawyer, he wouldn't even make a comment on it. The fact that Reddit's attorney has made a comment that he knew would be made public in this particular court case about First Amendment concerns is odd. Because whether or not the subpoena gets kicked out, so if the subpoena does not get kicked out to Reddit, and the subpoena is won by the age-free Snarks, then there's a moot point, and he doesn't have to mention anything. So it's much safer for him to say, okay, no comment. It's always safer to say no comment than to make a statement like, oh, there may be First Amendment concerns. Now, if the subpoena is approved and it is sent to Reddit, then he's already told you there are First Amendment concerns, which seems to indicate that he will fight it, or Reddit will fight it. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. We'll probably go over, so this is me just doing the logic and the reasoning. Tomorrow we'll do like my personal opinion on it. A lot of this stuff is opinion based, like, you know, who's better, district or magistrate. That really depends on everyone's bias, right? Every lawyer's biased because everyone has had experience with both. I can tell you like the main difference.
And it likely changes per district and per what you're trying to push.
Between the magistrate and district, but it'll be my opinion, right? Again, and it'll be specific to my experiences, not like, again, you probably have to do a case-by-case example of each judge to decide if they're going to be better for this or not. Anyway, bye guys.
Alright, my dear lovely chat, I'm gonna get off stream. I have to fix something breaking. So thank you all so very much for your time, your patience, and being badasses. I wish you the best. I'll be around when I'm around. I'm currently taking a lot more time to work on what I consider cool and interesting projects. So, for what that's worth, I will keep pushing things to get as I feel appropriate and when I want them out there. Currently, the cool things that I am having fun with are, again, like a cute little IPA setup that is helping me subvert a lot of the difficulty of setting up free IPA without having to do as much bullshit. Just in bars go. And PXE, because the foreman branch is where it's at. Y'all ever look at a fuck with PXE and Docker? My little PXE server runs on my network. It's happy, it's cute, it's adorable. I need to fix some shit in this branch. I'll do it later. No, it's in this one. It's in the IPA one. I need to fix the like DNS server list and properly deal with this, and probably just have variables for like DNS 1, 2, 3, etc. And that'll be helpful. I think that's the big thing. I will probably not get it pushed tonight. Assigning individual IP addresses to shit on my network is really fun from a Unify controller, because that's as easy as just requesting the IP adder and it getting served. But if you read half the docs, they'll say you have to select your own MAC address, then you'll do this, and it'll give you a MAC address that is not the MAC address you requested. So that's wild, but I don't care, so fuck it. Thank you all for being you. Thank you all for being cool. Thank you all for being epic. I'm gonna get offline now. Go do stuff. Don't look at the Salt Project, that's my shit. As I flash it on the screen. Anyway, PXE shit's fun. Give it a bit, it'll be around. IPA shit, I don't know if you need centralized authentication on your network, but I'm trying to make sure that I provide it. Why? I don't know, but at least the env example's populated on this one. Alright, be well, y'all. May Cthulhu not tickle your nostrils. Peace. Guess who's back?